another episode of Critical Misconduct.
Hi.
As my friend Tony over here is slowly dying from just too much of a hit.
Don't die.
Tony,
Sorry.
toke after we start.
No, do it anytime you want to. It's a free country. Well,
Kind of.
I'm
Kind of.
teasing. I'm teasing.
I'm just kidding. For some of us on the call.
A little bit ironic.
Can I just say, it was 105 degrees here today, real temperature.
Mm-hmm.
So it
Same.
was like 111
Same here.
feels like, yikes. Yikes, man! We're gonna die.
That's what I said to that's what I just said to Abby the other day when it hit like 100 plus here. I was like, I moved away from the desert to get out of this shit. What is happening?
It's just
Like-
following me where I go.
Yeah, you moved away from where it is, not where it's going to be.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I will say this, not to be political, but the Texas, ERCOT board people were again asking people to conserve energy and
Energy?
da-da-da-da-da-da. Like we are in trouble. We're not on ERCOT though, and we are enough east that we're not on ERCOT. We're with like Louisiana in them.
Yeah.
Oh, it's my favorite
Those
thing
poor
when I hear
people.
about ERCOT and like certain companies are actually going around for any air conditioner that is connected to their Wi-Fi or it's electronic, like digital, like that.
Oh, yeah.
They just press a button and it
Yeah.
lowers the temperature on it for the air. It raises the temperature on the air conditioner.
Yep.
Who the hell do you think you are?
It's
I paid
crazy.
for that damn thing.
Yeah, it's real crazy.
Like, you have no right touching my own equipment. Thank you.
Yeah. Brandon, I like your shirt. So cute.
Yeah.
It's a great shirt.
Yeah, Abby's friends, upon seeing Eddie Munson, immediately looked over at me, and then when they saw the shirt was being sold, they bought both me and Abby Hellfire Clubs. They bought us all Hellfire Club.
I was
That
looking up
shirts.
where to buy the thinking cap hat, which Walmart sells. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that was pretty. I like that one.
That's
Do
awesome.
you guys want to see help my big boy?
The big boy? He's becoming a big boy.
He's 35 pounds. Probably a little bit more than that because that was earlier this week that he got weighed. But look at how cute he is.
Mm.
He's gonna get bigger.
He's gonna be a big boy. We looked at a
Also,
growth chart. We're thinking maybe 109 pounds. So I called my mom. I said, "Mom, how much do you weigh?" She's like, "We're at like 105." And I was like, "Great."
Speaking of which, has anyone not watched the last season of Stranger Things yet?
Me.
I will maintain
We cannot say
frame.
anything.
spoiler free then.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
That's why
Everybody dies.
Because I almost made
Everyone
a comment
dies.
and I was like, wait a second, not everyone may have seen this yet, so I will refrain from that
Yeah,
joke.
I have been working a fuck of a lot of hours because
Yeah.
like people just started randomly dropping from COVID again, and I'm like, fuckity fuck, really?
Oh yeah.
Yep, another
Yeah.
spy.
Colleen's got COVID.
My mom's got COVID. My boss has got COVID.
Yeah, it's my sister caught COVID out in Abu Dhabi.
Oh,
She got hit pretty hard.
Abby and I have both had it now at this point. She just caught it like last month. So
Well, I don't know
Yeah,
how. I don't know
I-
how me and my wife have not caught it yet. Not once. I don't.
Same here,
understand.
Aaron. Somehow. And I
Somehow.
worked out in the field every day throughout pretty much
Yeah,
the whole pandemic, and she was going to work on base.
My wife goes into the office 2 days a week. I mean, what's going on? Like,
I know.
unless we have caught it already months and months ago and didn't know it because we're asymptomatic.
Yeah. But no, my wife works on base, like in close proximity with tons of people, and I literally bounce from shop to person's house all day long. So,
Yeah,
but somehow,
Abby,
as far as we know, we have not caught it either.
I just
Abby
tested
did
myself
well
today.
until she got assigned to traffic court, and then
Oh,
that's just people literally cycling through. And she
Yeah.
was just like, yeah, that makes sense that I finally caught it.
yeah.
Colleen was here Friday. She bought me dinner, or I bought dinner and she picked it up and came over because we were supposed to have D&D that night. We didn't because I had like this headache that I couldn't get rid of, and so she came over here, and then tested positive the next day. I tested negative, but so I'm waiting for the hammer to fall.
Right, and
Yeah.
well, that's the weird thing is that after that, like I tested myself today, Greg, just to be careful, I know I wasn't around her that much, but nor
Well,
was
she
I-
wouldn't have been contagious that early.
Yeah,
You're usually contagious for a couple days before you get symptoms.
sure. But I just thought, I haven't checked myself in a while. I might as well just. People around me are catching COVID. I might as well just test myself.
Yeah.
And it came up negative, so I'm like, okay, well.
This is a good reminder. Keep testing for COVID. Keep wearing your masks. Also, obviously, check yourself for everything else, right?
I started wearing my mask again at work 'cause I'm just getting freaked out. Like two of the people that donate regularly are nurses at the Andrews Medical Center, and like they was like, yeah, they're extending our shift again, and the numbers are starting to go up. COVID cases.
Yep.
Great.
That's just what I needed to hear. Thank you so much. It's so comforting.
I should go get my booster, but part of me feels like it's wasted at this point because
No, it's
I've
never
already
wasted. You should. No, they say you should do it
contracted
anyway. You should do it anyways. They said, because just because you caught it doesn't mean your body created enough antibodies to react.
antibodies. Yeah, that I had a
So-
strong enough response.
So you should be get the booster no matter what, because you will then get a good
Brandon.
response. So
I'm
Brandon.
gonna wait. I'm gonna wait
Go
for that
get your
booster
booster.
that's targeted though.
yeah, no, they
That's
actually
what
say.
that's kind of what I wanted to do.
But
was
Is
they-
wait
there?
to see
Are
if
they doing another one?
Yeah.
yeah, that's-
the
Pfizer was working on a targeted Omicron one, if I remember.
So's
correctly.
Moderna.
Well, but we don't
Oh,
need
was it Moderna?
Omicron. We need like the BA whatever this one.
Yeah,
Mm,
yeah,
yeah.
they're going to. FDA gave authorization to change it at their need. You know what I mean? So, from what I understand, the one that's coming out in the fall, Moderna is going to be targeting BA4 and BA5.
So that doesn't
I'm
surprise
glad our
me.
audience isn't that large yet, because we'd totally get flagged for talking about COVID.
We would? Why?
because
That's
we're
one of the
talking
things that, like on streaming channels like this and YouTube, that can get you flagged is for talking about COVID-19 information. Because if you
was
accidentally
just
say
top
the wrong thing, it's basically just stop
Misinformation. They just
Oh.
blanketly said, "Don't do it." Yeah, just
Yeah,
knock it off.
yeah. The one that
Can we
really
talk
made
about
me
the
laugh.
flu?
Yes.
Yes.
So
So
the one that really made me laugh was that Abby watches the Game Grumps, and they refer to it as the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. That's how they got around talking about COVID. Anytime they wanted to talk about COVID, they would refer to it as the Backstreet Boys reunion tour. Amazing.
Hi.
So the only thing I'll say is I see this in the future, and this is the way it's going to be. It's going to be seasonal, just like the flu shot.
Oh yeah, it's
This
gonna
is
be
the way
cool,
it's
just
going to
like
be.
I honestly think it's going to become part of the seasonal flu shot, because that's basically already a cocktail.
That'd be
for
nice. Yeah, just bulk it all together.
different rhinoviruses.
That could be an ass kicker, though. That could be a big ass kicker on the human body.
Yeah, I say bulk it all together as somebody who doesn't have reactions to vaccinations.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
for me, just like toss it in, whatever.
Yeah, my wife
Good
took
shit.
the second shot, and it kicked her ass. So
Yeah, I mean, I got hit pretty hard myself.
yeah. I mean, she had a night of shivers and pain. So
Mine was headaches.
Yeah, mine was flu-like for a day.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep. Yeah, I got really bad
3
like
days.
congestion and headache.
3 days.
Ooh.
and it doesn't
I'm a
help.
delicate flower, okay?
Well, and it doesn't help with it. It probably exacerbated your vertigo and your other issues.
Oh
you had.
my god. Yeah, no, it's yeah. Well, and I will say, like the regular flu shot, I get it every year because I don't want to get the flu. But damn, mean, my arm it hurts for like a week and a half.
Mhm.
I'm delicate.
Delicate flower, Miss Reagan.
That's me.
I should say it in a southern hospitality.
My
I'm on-
body is sensitive.
I'm on the opposite end of the spectrum.
I'm highly reactive.
I'm like evil. You can't kill me
Huh.
yet.
Yes.
I always make that addendum. I don't
Says the
chance
man
fate
in
that
the
much.
Hellfire Club shirt.
Yeah, yeah. Hey,
I've
I've
tried
lived
for
through
38 years. Nothing's worked so far.
Exactly. I've lived through all the shit life's thrown at me so far.
Even the
So-
shit that you threw at yourself.
Oh, yes, those
Are you
points where
kidding
it may have
me?
been actively trying.
7/10 of that was what I threw at myself. Tony is actually very aware of how dead I should be about 9 times over. So
So what you're saying is
Like,
we're surprised you're having intelligent conversations as we speak.
yeah. Oh my god, no. Abby actually got me really good the other day because she sent me this TikTok that was this lady like in her early 40s, like Gen X lady, mid 40s I should say, and she was like, when I was younger, I used to always say, and I used to say the same exact fucking phrase myself, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. But nobody ever tells you, you might not die. Like, I should have been doing more maintenance. And I'm like, it's like I've never been read that hard in my life.
Banking on going out early. Next thing you know, you live.
Yeah, it's
Way
like,
too long.
that's what's gonna happen. I joke that it was my ex from college that cursed me because that's what she used to joke. Because I always used to say back then, I was like, it's fine. I'm not gonna live to 40. Like, it's fine.
Yeah,
And she was like, you say that, and because you say that, you're gonna live to like 98 years old.
I used to say the same thing. I used to think like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna be old.
you know, like, or that, you know, you're gonna be like Ozzy Osbourne. You're gonna be like.
I'll have like 3 different like for other people what are debilitating diseases, and they're like, how is he still functional? Like, what is this?
But then you'll outlive
Because
all
evil
of
don't
us,
die.
and then you're gonna
Yeah.
outlive all of us.
This cancels out the Lyme disease. I'm fine.
So
Evil doesn't die.
So, if we
Also-
can get a little bit of a recap of what's been going on, I know it's been several weeks. Last
It
time
has.
we were here, we did
Oh, and on
And
a.
I
top of that, I
wasn't
think
at-
Brandon took notes the previous time.
I wasn't at the last set,
Let's
the last
get
real
that.
one because I was I had people in.
Yeah,
that-
Brandon and
one
I
note back
tried
up.
to make an effort. I think mostly Brandon.
Yeah, it was a mainly failing effort, but you know, there were notes.
There was an attempt. That's what
To-
matters.
Yeah.
To be
give
fair,
a-
you guys
give a
trusted the
revamp.
kid with ADHD with
Yeah.
the note taking.
So give a general revamp of what's been going on. We did our battle royale, which gave some people some benefits.
Oh, we got some cute stuff.
Just shit the bed.
we're getting an early performance.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
pretty good.
So why don't you give me a revamp as I go to refill my drink, and we'll get started. Give me a revamp of what's going on. Maybe you guys can figure it out.
One sec, I'm trying to find our fucking. I can never get our OneNote to open unless
Okay,
I open it from
here,
the link you guys send me.
I can tell you what happened in episode 27 because there are 5 lines.
Great.
It went, Robert's patron intervened in fight with Vecna-eyed Mind Flayer.
There was a mind flayer that possessed the Eye of Vecna.
Okay.
Yeah. Which happened at the end of the last episode you
Yes.
saw. Well,
Yeah, you were here for the mind flayer grabbing the Eye of Vecna.
Right.
the Lich basically bamfed in, grabbed what he wanted, and then bamfed out, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the guy who sent us on this
Yep.
mission screwed us over, left us to die on a ship that was about to explode.
Yep.
And then we got teleported off the ship. We ended up at Robert's old house, but it had been in like disuse for many years at this point.
Because the time wizard,
I don't know if we actually knew what caused the difference in time necessarily.
I think we're back
Um,
in our own time, aren't we?
Were we? Oh, you had just been away from home for enough
Right.
time that, yeah.
Right.
So we were back, as far as we know, back in our own time. His patron sent us to go to like a mountain or something like that. And on the way we did find,
a magic egg.
I don't know. No, sorry, en route we were walking and Brandon's other character managed to run into Glenn's other character, and that's how we got rid of them.
Oh, okay.
It was a chance encounter, but yeah.
Lovely.
Then yeah, we
And
found a magical egg
Magical egg from a mechanical dragon.
with the mechanical
Or
dragon.
was there a mechanical dragon in the egg?
Yes, I believe so, right?
Oh.
Yes, and it attaches to the
Robert.
Robert's back, which
Like a backpack? You have a little dragon backpack?
It's a dragon backpack.
Oh, cute!
and mind you, you can use it as it can be taken off your back, and you can it can be a creature you could use.
Send it out like a familiar and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah, he mentioned
how
that at the end of that
fun.
episode that you can use it like a familiar.
I totally missed that.
Yeah.
Very
It could be
cute.
like an Archimedes kind of thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think that was about it. I mean, some of it was combat at the beginning, so that's what took up, a chunk of time there.
Sure.
Yeah, and you also found what was it, a sword or something too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, a crystal rapier.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Then we had our battle royale, and that was crazy. And did I write down all the stuff that we got? Where's all the stuff that we got?
I basically allowed anybody that did that. They get a 1d6. They get to use one extra attack in their attack. They get to use basically the equivalent of fire breath for 1d6 added fire damage.
What the fuck?
I believe is what
And
I
then Robert also gets to add inspiration to re-roll a thing.
said. Yes, anything he wants. It is.
Yeah.
It does not go away unless he uses it.
I marked that inspiration thing on my character sheet, and it took me forever after that first battle royale to be like, okay, this is the moment. I'm using this thing.
So, you guys are back on the ship, I believe, at this point.
That I don't know. I don't know if we ever made it that far.
So last session, you were on Robert's home planet. You
Yeah, I
found
was
some
gonna say.
cute stuff, and
Are
then
we getting teleported? Did his patron teleport us to the
Yeah,
ship?
they took you back to the ship. His patron brought you guys back. So at this point, you guys. First of all, I need somebody to know who could play Derek's character for the night. Unfortunately, it's probably Brandon, but.
Oh, I don't care. I can play a sorcerer. It doesn't matter.
You're like, sorcerer,
Where?
I eat that for dinner.
Yeah, that's. It's when you hand me like a paladin that things get weird. Am I in the wrong fucking OneNote?
Possibly.
are you in
Campaign
the Campaign 2 Electric Boogaloo Captain's Log?
Probably not.
Okay, well.
Captain's log.
No, for some reason OneNote just does not like me at all.
So,
I have to always go to the link you guys put in the chat to like see our fucking OneNote.
that's weird. So, you guys are back on the ship, and you guys know your path you need to go. You've put in the coordinates from the special item you have that wants to be the chronometer, that wants to be the gear, that wants to be part of the chronometer. It wants to be with its partner, its part. Because remember, there was that gear, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I
No.
believe you.
So,
I remember the chronolometer was like
Correct.
broken,
yeah, there
and
was
Doctor
pieces
was gonna
missed.
fix it.
Yeah, there was pieces of the chronometer.
Uh-huh.
You got it got taken away from you, but not without something being left in your pocket. And it was called I believe it was called the.
Jesus Christ, now I can't even find the fucking.
I messaged you on
You
Discord
did.
last time.
Yeah. So it was something called the far gear that you had. which gave
Oh,
you
yeah,
some
it's a
Bennett
private
abilities.
message.
Correct?
Wait, what?
I have it. Give me a second. Sorry, I was trying to get that fucking
Mm-hmm.
OneNote to actually open. So let me get my character open now.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't have notes about a far.
Oh no, it was the rotor. The rotor of return.
Yeah, it's the rotor. of
Oh
return.
yeah.
We have a different item. It's a different item.
Yeah.
No.
So you have no, it's the rotor of return. So you have that rotor of return, which gives you a +1 to your con,
Yeah.
and a bunch of other stuff.
Well, it's just a con saving throws, not Constitution itself.
It also
I'm not complaining, by the way.
it also does something with that borrow object, the recall code, and part of the whole, meaning that it wants to be back together with its parts.
Yeah. So we have some vague idea where.
Where to go next?
Like the Jack
Yeah.
Sparrow compass just kind
Yeah.
of points you in a general direction.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it's mostly useful for me for the recall code feature, which I love.
Which is perfect with your character.
Yes. Yeah, it totally works.
That's like a rewind button, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's literally it's kind of like that power in video games where you like set a point and then you move forward, and then if you get attacked, you can like backwards. It's basically that, but in the D&D world.
It's very nice.
As long as you're
Very
within
nice.
500 feet of that point.
Mhm. Yeah, as long as we stay within 500 feet. Yeah, if we move past it, then we
Bow.
can no longer transport back.
All right. So that's all you need to know right now, just so far. You guys are back on the ship. You know where you need to go. What do you guys do?
So we're when you say you know where we need to go, we're going to get the eye, right? Isn't that what we're?
The
Gonna do-
assumption is, if I'm understanding correctly, that the Lich used the item that the other parts, I should say, of the item that I was given to transport himself back in time to get the stuff he stole from us.
Mm-hmm.
So if and it's a extremely potent magical item, so the assumption is that he would keep the parts of the item that he still has, and that we can find him using that. However, I will say that my other assumption is that this also works in reverse.
Yeah, I would assume so. But I think we're just back on our original mission because he's not removing these tadpoles from us, so we're back to just trying to kill him to
Yes,
Right,
to
you're
Baba
right,
Yaga,
that's what
murder
we're
him in
doing.
the face.
Yeah.
We're
Yes,
back
we're-
to
We're back to the
having-
original mission, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has used you and abused you to get what he wanted. And in turn, you've set some timeline forward that you have forever seen, including a certain arcane mind flare that you have seen all along and has struck a deal with Kadrith. So that mind flare that had the eye in him was that arcane mind flare that made a deal with Kadrith.
Also, we murdered Kadrith's patron?
No.
Or
he's
no,
not
he
dead.
escaped.
He
Yeah, he
escaped.
escaped.
He's not dead. You
Yeah,
have
Kedra's patron is who we have to kill, right?
amongst well, it's so you have the possible lich, the arcane mind flare.
Okay, I'm lost. I forgot about the arcane mind flayer. So the arcane mind flayer is Cadris patron? I thought the Lich was.
He made the deal with the arcane mind flayer, and became what he is now, Cadris now. So it was through a friend of a friend type deal.
Mhm.
And the Arcane Mind Flayer is against the Lich.
No, he's with
and...
the Lich. He's with the
him,
Lich.
yeah.
Oh.
Kadrith is
Yeah,
with the
they're-
Lich.
Yeah, they're all Team Lich.
Yeah,
They're,
there's-
however, also opposing the Mind Flayers, like the main group of Mind Flayers.
So
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
one reason is because, well, that mind flayer is the arcane mind flayer. The reason he's going against his own people is because his own people turned his back on him.
Yeah, there are magic use amongst the Mind Flayers is extremely rare and seen as an abnormality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they get cast out.
Yeah, they get shunned, basically.
And what I'm saying is the reason he has magical abilities is because it is an after effect of using the Eye of Vecna. He got a touch of it.
Interesting.
And you've been dealing with him ever since. Since the pirate incident, and
Big head.
yep, and then him taking your friend.
I mean, friend is loose.
I agree. So wait, so at this point, are we still trying to take out the Mind Flayers because of the deal that we've made with the Arcane Mind Flayer? Or
It's all
we're
so
past that.
you have the mind flayers taking over the universe. That's normal. That is always been happening.
That's what they
Not
want.
great,
Yeah.
but it is the situation.
You also have now this Lich who used to work with the Baba Yaga,
Her
her assistant
apprentice, right?
apprentice, yes. And he has a complete disdain for the Mind Flayers as well, or the Illithid as well. But as you can tell, he probably as you can tell, it's a no holds bar with this Lich. He will do anything and everything to get rid of the Mind Flayers, the Illithid.
And which Lich are we talking about? Who?
The apprentice. The
The
Baba
one
Yaga's
we were
apprentice.
sent to kill by the Baba Yaga. The Baba Yaga's
Okay.
former apprentice.
Lich and Arcane Mind Flayer are the same.
No.
Is that
No.
what I'm hearing? Okay. Who? Okay.
The
I'm very
arcane
confused.
the arcane mind flayer is working for the Lich.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
We were sent to kill the Lich. The Lich ended up sending us into the past.
Yeah.
Now we're just back to going to kill the Lich because he was gonna help us, but he screwed us.
Which we were totally expecting to happen. Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
You just need to know which Lich is which.
Which, and this is a hard situation. Honestly, the situation with the Arcane Mind Flayer just reminds me of Raja's Shadow. They don't appreciate his gifts. You know what I mean?
And it's kind of the enemy of my enemy is my friend type
Mm.
thing. So, but just in the way I like to do things is everything is kind of a gray area. I like playing that with you guys because I think it's more realistic. The Lich has plans to kill the Mind Flayers or the Illithid as well, which is great, but at what cost? You don't know. So, you guys are back on the ship.
Our ship?
Yes.
Mhm.
In our time?
Yes.
Alright.
What do you guys want to do? Where do you guys want to go? You know what you need to do, but
Do we still feel like the directions that Baba Yaga gave us are legitimate
Yeah,
for where he is?
yeah.
Well, now we also just have to follow the compass, basically,
Yeah. The rotor.
the rotor that'll point us in the
Oh,
direction.
because it wants to go back to its thing.
Right.
And we're assuming the rest of it is with the Lich. Yeah.
And you can definitely see that is the case. The location that the Baba Yaga has given you is generally where the rotor is taking you.
Okay, well that's great. I think. I mean, that's the mission. We got to go and take him out,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Still a little salty we didn't just do it while we were sitting in the bar with him, but you know.
I mean, he wasn't.
Wasn't the
Lich
lich
wasn't there. It was like
I
a
thought that
hologram.
was the Lich.
No,
oh,
no,
it
was
was
just
the
hologram.
mind flayer. Yeah.
No, it was Kadrith. It was Kadrith.
Yeah, but I thought we
Kadrith?
met with Kadrith
Yeah, we
and
met
the
with
Lich.
the. Yeah, we thought we. Oh, I thought we met with the mind flayer.
Nope, you just met with Kadrith. That was it. You
Mhm.
did not meet with the mind
It was
flayer.
Kadrith, and then the Lich was hologrammed in.
Oh, gotcha.
This is correct.
It's been so long, but we are getting there. So then I mean, I'm not the boss, but I think we should have Trevo light speed us to the direction now that we feel like we've got better confirmation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or no, I don't know if light speed's right. Whatever zip zap we can do to get to there faster is
Sure.
good.
So,
Yeah, I think we're all. I think everybody's in agreement on that, right?
Yep.
Brandon, can you do a Trevo impression?
What?
what?
Okay,
I
guys.
mean, I got his voice drop now, too.
We're gonna go.
Oh, you might have
did
missed
it
that the
already?
last episode. I think the episode you missed, I think his voice finally dropped.
Oh no! Ugh. I mean, perhaps it's changing, so it's like we're going up and down. Maybe it's a situation of I don't know how that works. All that boy stuff.
All that boy stuff. You mean the same thing that affected you too as you grew up? You know, just hormonal differences.
I sounded adorable. I had a real raspy little voice there for a little bit. This is fake. This is fake. This is meant to protect my vocal cords.
Yep. Same.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I've had that conversation with people because my voice will get tired and I'll drop into my
Yeah.
chest and throat voice and they're like, and I'm like, yeah, this is my real voice. It's a lot higher because it
Yeah.
doesn't fuck up my vocal cords.
I'm relearning French, and when I'm speaking, it's in my normal
Lower.
register,
Mhm.
Is it lower or higher?
much lower.
Lower.
Yeah, it's normally lower. Yeah, it's if you speak in if you speak in the higher part of your register, it normally affects
Yeah,
your vocal cords.
I don't force my voice in any one way direction, but you know, it's.
It's for sure learned. Like it's stuck
Yeah, it's-
I do it at
Yeah.
work when I'm talking on the phone all day. I have a different voice for
Oh.
talking to you guys than when I'm talking to customers on the
Yep.
phone all day
Yeah, yeah.
long.
now. What's your
No,
phone
no.
voice? I want to hear your customer service voice.
I don't know. It is higher pitch, probably. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's definitely more smiley than I ever am in real life.
What?
It's my
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surveys are metrics that count against
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
crap.
So I mean, even for me, when I was working help desk, it's a, you know, you the best thing you can do is you see yourself go, you go, so and so IT. This is Aaron speaking. How can I help you
Yeah,
today?
smile when you talk. It goes through the phone.
It goes through the phone.
It really
So
does.
you have to smile when you're on the phone because it fixes the issues you have, and people will
Yep.
hear it.
And drains your soul every second you're on that phone call.
I feel like I talk like that all the time.
Well, you are generally a smiley person, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong
I do
with
change
that.
my accent. I used to change my accent. Like if I had somebody very southern, I would change it a little bit to.
I would switch it on them. I do that with my hillbilly accent where I'll
Well,
I'll
being-
slowly drop in
it's
some
funny
of
you
the
say that because if you go down, because my mom is from West Virginia, if
Mhm.
there's enough people from West Virginia in a room, I will switch into it.
Mm.
And I have never lived a day in my life in West Virginia, But as soon as we start talking a little bit like this, we'll be all. And it's
I think you also naturally just pick up on other people's accents as you're
right.
talking to them.
It's
And, yeah.
it is
Yeah.
so weird because my mom has some vocal some wording that is completely different. That is
Does she wash?
My dad does that.
No, she does not. It's about
Good.
it's the vacuumed thing. That
Yeah.
tone, that word.
Yeah.
It's I forget what it is. It's also about like tenses are different in West Virginia and that area
Mhm.
too. So we use past and we use a past tense as a present tense. I vacuumed the floor, you know,
Yeah.
or vacuumed
Yep.
the floor, and you're sitting there going. It makes sense logically, but no, it makes sense when you talk about it. But when you say it verbally, it's completely wrong. But
Yeah.
it is. I forget. There's actually a thing. I forget what it's called. It is a tonality. It's a language thing in West Virginia area specifically.
Dialects are crazy.
Well, there's also an island in the United States that everyone has a weird accent that almost
Mhm.
sounds.
Off of North Carolina.
Carolina.
South
Yeah, there's
something,
a couple actually. There's another one in.
Supposed to be fairly close to the original settlers' dialect.
It's crazy, but even then, that's dying because of local television or because of
Yeah.
national
Yeah.
television.
Yeah, because of television.
Globalization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyway,
Well, like just look at the Mid-Atlantic dialect.
hmm
When was the last time you heard anybody with a Mid-Atlantic dialect?
Well, that was always
It
phony
died.
baloney. Anyway.
Yeah, but if you watch interviews from that time period, even people on the street were talking like that when they talked to news reporters. So it was, I mean, it was to a certain extent, but it really did get picked up by most people that watch probably a lot of media and whatnot.
yeah, I mean, my grandmother was from Connecticut, and you can tell by an accent she's from
Oh.
Connecticut. if it's
What's our analog for that today? Would it
I
be
mean-
like the vocal fry? Would
well,
be like
I think if it's closest to the Mid-Atlantic accent, it would be anybody from Connecticut.
no, I just mean like the cool cultural sound that is completely put on.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't know.
I think the proliferation of like has been a problem, but that's not necessarily like a dialect. That's not like a sound.
Yeah, full-on dialect.
That and saying you're sorry all the time.
Well, actually, what
That's
it
another
would
big
be,
one.
but it's not. Well, no, because that's not fake. Because I was gonna say it would be Midwestern Standard, but that's only really the news people who are faking it. The fact that it's spread to the population is not
Right. Well,
faking it.
that's the thing.
And my
is-
favorite thing is when the newscasters like switch it. Like
Yeah,
the
when
guy,
they accidentally talk in their actual dialect,
Right.
and then they're like, aha, and switch back to Midwestern
the guy
Standard.
with the
Yeah.
bug, the guy out in the field
I've
with the
seen
bug.
that Yeah.
So I mean, I just kind of laugh at that because, like, I'm not used to like every time I hear a newscaster on any other state or any other country, I don't hear an accent because they try to imitate Northeast Ohio.
Your accent.
They
Yeah.
try to imitate
Yep.
our accent, which is miserable for singing, by the way. Absolutely
Yes.
the most horrible accent to have for singing because we
Well,
all
it is
talk
not
in our
great.
nose.
Yeah. Yep.
It's miserable. So you
It
have to
makes us
train it
give-
out of you.
It gives us really clear diction, which is why it's used in broadcasting. But yeah,
Mhm.
not great for the
Everyone can understand you through your nose.
singing.
But when you sing, it sounds horrendous. So they train
Wait,
that out of you.
What sounds horrendous when you sing?
Singing.
It's
through your
harder
nose.
for people from where we grew up to learn to sing professionally because we
Oh.
basically talk
in the
in
upper
our
register in our nose.
nasal passages. Like most of our intonation comes from up here, which is bad for singing.
Yeah, opera singers especially, there is no singing in the nose, very little. I mean, you
Yeah.
can use it to some extent, but overall, opera singer, you're told you sing from the chest, and that's
Unless you're
it.
like Maria Calais or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's always exceptions to the rules because
Right.
that's
Didn't
art.
she have like a very nasally sounding voice? I think.
Yeah,
was
but
one of
I
the
think that was
criticisms against her.
yeah, I think that was her natural tonality to begin with, not necessarily that it was she was singing through her chest, and that's just the way it is. I mean, in pop singing, it's not so evident, but
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I know opera singing is very like
Yeah.
has to be
That's why
done.
most singers, when you look at them, you can see in their features, like they've got big chests, they got huge cheeks, like big foreheads, like huge. They look physically different because of all
Yeah.
the different resonant cavities.
I
That's
mean,
part of what makes them
The
good.
only way I can explain it is if I sing, if you could only see the way she loves me, and I'm singing through my nose. If you could only see the way she loves me, there's a complete change. My nose, I'm not using my nose at all. And God, that felt weird because I have not used my opera voice. My
Oh
opera
no, you're
voice.
vibrating.
You haven't actually done any diaphragmatic breathing in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't used that regularly in a long time.
Don't cry. It's okay.
But but there's a difference, and you hear it. But anyways, let's get back to this because we're going on fucking D&D. We're going to a fucking Tangent City today.
What?
Whatever.
Today?
That's our today.
Today. Tangent City since 2017.
That's okay. I don't care as long as we have a good time.
Yeah. Whatever.
You guys are back on the ship. You guys want to head forward.
Get us there.
Get
Let's
you there.
go.
Onwards.
As you guys are flying, you hear Trevlo turn to the captain and goes, "Hey, Captain, we got an alert."
Oh, it's so good, Aaron.
That was good. What kind of alert?
Just a broadcast over the system. Do you want to hear it?
Yeah, put it on speaker.
Excelente. So, I just inner surfer skater dude. That's what I feel about him. You hear a general alert of this woman, and she goes, "You are going to be entering Necropolis space. The last exit before entering Necropolis space. We suggest you come to the last bastion of life. Please come to Beacon."
The last bastion of life.
Yeah. And it's
I'm
called...
gonna look
Inviting.
around at everybody else to see if anybody else has any kind of recognition.
I was gonna say, yeah. Do I have any? Because I'm guessing.
Yeah. So this is not unheard of. This is there is a space station. It is very well known. It is called the last bash. The Beacon of Hope, and it is this outskirt right on the line between you before you're entering what they call Dead Space or the Necropolis area. It is a space station where it is a safe haven before for life. You'll see that there's one church that belongs there that has maintained this station.
So, this is the space equivalent of, that last gas station in Utah, where it's you have to stop here because this is the only gas station for the next 300 miles.
If you are not dead, this is a place you need to stop before you go
my God.
because you're not.
Yeah.
gonna
That
have-
terrifies me in Mustang GT. I don't think my range is 300
there
miles
is-
on a
yeah,
full
it's-
tank.
If you go from the southern bit of, if you're driving from Utah or Colorado down into Vegas, southern Nevada,
Mhm.
there is a point you hit in Utah towards the southern state line with Nevada, where it's this is, and it's not as bad now. I think they opened a new station because I noticed the sign wasn't there the last time Tony and I made the drive when Tony and I made it, but it used to be a sign that was this is the last gas station for 280 miles.
I would
if
have to
you
turn
do
around and
not-
go a different way.
or like it's something like 220. I can't remember what it is, but it's basically like the sign basically says like if you don't get more than 20 miles per gallon, you need to stop here. Like this
Yeah.
is the only place that will
What
help
city
you.
driving? I think when I fill up, my car says 192 on a full tank.
Wow.
I think there are a lot of stops like that in Australia. There's a lot of
I can
like
imagine.
just the station, town.
Yeah, it's
In
literally
between
the
cities.
town only exists because somebody put that station there to keep
Mhm.
cars going, and then
Mhm.
like 10 people who worked the station live there in that town.
Now that's good money though, because people got to stop and get gas. They got to get iced tea,
Mhm.
sunflower
Yep.
seeds.
Yep.
So
No.
you see that this is a. It has been, this station has been maintained and well taken care of by followers of the Dusk Maven.
Who is the Dusk Maiden?
Maven, Maven, Dusk Maven. She's also considered the goddess of twilight.
Is the Dusk Maiden the same thing as the Raven Queen?
Yes, it is.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Presiding over the transition between life and death, which is pretty appropriate. And there are rumors that there is some trade being done between possibly undead and life on the station. All is not black and white. Raven, Reagan, tell your partner we said hello. The dogs look like
I
they're
knew
going
somebody had
nuts.
walked in because the dog looked up
Yeah.
before Reagan even noticed somebody walked in.
Yeah, he just got off work, so now it's time to go have dinner. Bye.
So yes.
Oh, the guy say hello. Huh? I said the guy say hello.
So, yes, Greg, the Dusk Maven is the Raven, the matron of the Ravens, the matron of death. She's the goddess of death, fate, and winter. And like I said, she's also considered the goddess of twilight. So, yeah.
Do we feel like this was like an automated message just because we were in proximity?
Yes, it is definitely more of an automated message. A courtesy call, as it were.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I suppose we can stop there. I mean, is there like we're not low on supplies or anything, right? The ship doesn't need fuel or something like that.
No, nothing like that. But this is your last chance to, see seeing life, and
Yeah, I don't
living humans.
think it'd be a bad idea to get a little information about this place,
I have an idea.
because I didn't know that we were headed toward a part of space called the Necropolis. Is that something that we knew?
You had a general idea that this Lich has taken home to a planet that is primarily of undead,
I didn't think we knew the cool fancy name of Necropolis.
the Necropolis.
Cool. All right.
And we're
that's
gonna have
where
to
we can
drop,
go and-
I guess, out of the weird to get to there.
Yes.
Cool. Well, if everybody is interested, then I say we do it.
Yeah, why not?
You guys get to this station. It's pretty uneventful. I mean, you guys end up coming to this station that is multi-leveled. It actually, when you come up to it, you swear it kind of has. If you come up to it, it does have the imagery of the station itself. Looks like a bird with its wings spanned out, like so, as you fly towards it. Whether it's purposeful or not, it's still an impressive feature. As you come forward, you see that the wings are not necessarily wings, it's more like arms, but as you are facing it, always from one facing to another, it always looks like it has wingspan coming out from a center. A raven coming towards your way.
Do we see a lot of activity? Like, are there
Oh, it is
very many ships?
Yeah, it is relatively bustling. I mean, this is a major port. There are still planets and civilizations in the outskirts over here that depend on this station.
Hmm.
You guys land in the space station in a port, and have no issues landing, no issues, problems with that.
Hey, Aaron, real quick.
Uh-huh.
What would you say I would need to do to get a sense of whether so I have this ruidium dagger, right? And it has a curse.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like a land full of dead people would be kind of into a cursed magical dagger.
Mm-hmm.
But would this space station be the best place to attempt to sell it, or would it be better to try to sell it inside of Dead Space? And how would my character be able to have any knowledge of that?
I'm trying to find the dagger.
It's the ruidium dagger.
Ruidium. Ba-ba-ba.
Would the same go for the
The
living,
living
armor?
armor? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking, is maybe we could offload some of these items that are a little more on the dark side, so to speak, while we're in an area full of people who are more likely to be able to use them without suffering effects from them.
Well, and more interested in buying them as well, because that
Yeah,
was our
that's kinda
problem
what I
before.
mean.
Is like we were
Yeah.
at like a small place.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I was trying to get a sense for, was whether there is a bigger undead area, we'll call it, inside the necropolis that would be friendly enough to sell, or whether this is like the last place we could deal with them, so to speak.
Every time we say necropolis, I just think of the like Acropolis bit from QI. It's just so funny.
You are
Where's the
you are the first person I've met to actually know QI,
Really?
the show QI that we
Really?
have conversation. I love the show QI.
I don't watch it regularly, but I know what it is.
Yeah, I love the show.
Me too.
I mean, it was like I watched it prior when it was what's his name?
Steven.
Was Steven.
Yeah.
And he was
That's how I
great.
found out about it, was because of Stephen Fry.
And she's great too. I love her too, but it's hard to move.
Sandy is just—it's a different style. Like Steven, Steven is a comedian, and he was part of the reason why so many of the original comedians like came on the show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's because they knew him,
Yeah.
right?
And Sandy is very smart and very witty. I love her stuff, but it's hard for me to transition. I still like her though, but it's just hard.
I saw her on the Great British Baking Show before I saw her on QI. So
Yeah, well, that's how
I kind of
watched
got,
it, so,
I kind of got, what's the word I'm looking for? I got kind of like, dipped in the water, so to speak, instead of jumping in.
So, you guys enter the space station, and you see there's a lot of very pious individuals there, of course. But you see a lot of people that average Joes just going about their day, living their lives on the station. There are multiple markets, if there's anything and everything you could sell, you can probably sell it here. This is your last chance to get what you want. You do get an alert from your guys' so-and-so patron.
Our patron,
Or just
the guy who
Red's
gave us our
patron?
ship.
The guy that gave you your ship.
Oh no! Okay.
basically stating the reference of knowing you've informed him. I'm assuming you guys would have informed him of everything you've been doing over this time.
Yeah.
With that in mind, and as long as you are recording your exploits of everything that you've done for space and time, he has rewarded you guys enough money to buy an item of your guys' choice each. Now,
Like what kind of? What do you mean by item?
What I mean by item is, let me.
I'm gonna need you to give me parameters here, Aaron. Don't let me run wild.
I'm giving you parameters. I'm giving you
I
parameters.
purchase a deck of many things and open it all
Immediately.
at once.
And then I would say, fuck you.
You not only end this campaign, you end all of our campaigns because you destroyed our current universe. Congratulations.
I play solitaire with the deck of many things. Let's see how this goes.
You guys can pick one item of rare or lower. Rare or lower.
Can, instead of a magic item, could I use mine to get something for the ship, like an upgrade for the ship?
That is fair.
I was actually thinking the same thing.
Yeah. 'Cause,
No,
like,
I tell you what. I will give you the upgrades to the ship regardless. You guys
One
still-
upgrade to the ship.
You guys get one major upgrade for the ship, plus one magic item of your choice that has to be rare or lower.
I don't remember what our possible ship upgrades are.
I know.
They're on the OneNote.
They are. That's what I'm getting in right now because I forgot.
Ship rules. I know. I have it listed somewhere.
Tony, wake up. Tony. Hey there, buddy.
Tony, wake up!
You guys.
I don't like this. Tony, wake up!
You can get a tractor beam.
What's hilarious is that Tony is the only one in the room who doesn't get that joke
Probably.
because he hasn't watched the latest season of Stranger
Well, that's
Things.
fine. It doesn't.
Tractor
It's not for
beam,
him.
med
It's for
bay.
me.
It's not for you. It's for me.
This is not for
So,
you.
Tony, if you weren't listening, you get to pick one magic item of rare or lower at
Quality.
this space station of quality. So I would go into D&D Beyond and pick an item of your choice of rare or lower.
So, Aaron,
Uh-huh.
if
Of course,
I
DM's discretion.
if I were to surrender to you one of my rare items,
Uh-huh.
could I upgrade it to a very rare item?
What rare item are you considering?
One
My
I was trying to
breastplate.
sell anyways.
No, no. I wish that would be cooler. Or maybe my my focus, my all-purpose tool, but I don't know if my all-purpose tool gets any better than what it already is.
No, not the all.
No, because it's a wondrous item. No, it definitely doesn't.
No.
So I was thinking maybe my breastplate.
Your breastplate. That is. Did we?
Because I just think character-wise, the Doctor is always trying to improve his armor because he's paranoid. So that makes the most sense to me that, given the opportunity, he would try to find a way
If you
to
are
further
going
improve
willing
his
to
armor.
give up your rare item to do so, I do. This is such a. It's a slippery slope.
So my breastplate is already a +1 breastplate. So basically what I'm saying is instead of getting a whole new item, could I just add some other random effect or improve it to a +2 or something along those lines? Basically flavor it as the Doctor adding new layers
I
or
will.
parts to his
Yeah,
armor.
I will allow it if you see it as it will affect it to a +2 or something of that nature.
Okay.
Yes.
I will find
not
something
replacing an item altogether. If you
Yeah.
want to make it a +1 to a +2, that makes sense with your character, and I will allow it.
Okay.
Hey,
That's kind of
Aaron,
what I was looking for.
Aaron, does the dragon backpack thing require attunement? I thought I think you said it did,
Yes.
but I don't have it in my inventory. So okay, cool.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so then I have one attunement slot left. Magical.
I mean, and so does the rapier, mind you. If you know
I
that.
think I have that. Yeah, I have that attuned.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. I just don't want to make assumptions.
Yeah, but I don't have anything else that requires attunement besides those two.
And please understand that you don't have to go just for rare items. There are plenty of really great
Yeah, yeah.
uncommons and commons, uncommons, and out there.
What do I want to do?
And if you guys feel like this is not enough, please let me know. But I think rare is plenty.
You think you
For,
want what?
for a completely free item, I think rare is plenty fair.
Yeah, that's very generous.
There's a lot of good items under the rare category.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And under, yeah.
I mean, hell, just for people who don't have +1 armor, because that's honestly what I'm leaning towards, is just getting a set of +1 armor right now.
I'm looking at an amulet of necrotic resistance. Thoughts?
Ooh,
Mm.
could be good.
I was actually thinking
Yeah.
about doing something similar with my armor too, as maybe picking up a resistance instead of making it a +2.
So
But-
you could get a +2 armor, I believe, with rare, couldn't you?
No, rare is or +2 is very rare. Purple.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, you could get a shield +2, which is rare.
Ooh, that's true. I could do a shield instead of I already have armor. I could do a shield to improve my shield.
There's
I'm
Elven
gonna
Chain if
put-
it works for some people that don't have it.
In the
Yeah.
chat. This is what I want, please.
Aaron, would you have an issue with Boots of Speed?
Boots of Speed. If it's
Boots and cats.
There's also the Eagle Whistle, which gives you double your movement and flying speed. I was looking at that one.
I know, but flying speed is a little OP.
Yeah.
What are we doing here? What's happening?
As a DM who has to experience a player with a flying speed, I would not do that to him.
you already have to deal with. I already have to deal with flight because of you. You have some flight.
What with the dragon backpack?
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta
You
look
can
at that.
fly with your dragon backpack.
Well,
I
what
don't-
he can
I
do
don't
is
have the details on it.
Yeah, so here's what you can do, Greg. You can fly, but it's more like you can't fly in place. So like you can fly up into the air. You know what I
There's
mean?
no hover.
There's
I
no
think it's actually
hover.
there's a mechanic in D&D for that.
Yeah. So what you can do is you fly over, and let's say it's kind of like it, and then it you can't hover with it. You
Yeah, you
fly
can't
over,
sit in midair. You
and
have
then
to use
and
it
then
as
you-
like a traversal.
Yeah, it's a traversal.
Well, the Boots of Speed obviously wouldn't affect that. They
Yeah.
just basically you can use a bonus action to click them together, and it doubles your speed. And any creature that tries to make an opportunity attack gets disadvantage on it while you're using
I
it.
will allow it. That's fine.
Yeah.
You put Amulet of Necrotic Resistance.
I also put a dragon backpack. That's what I'm imagining. I'm imagining a tiny baby backpack. Like a little dragon.
Is an Amulet of Necrotic Resistance in... Yeah, it is. What? This will only give you resistance to necrotic damage, and that's it. I'm saying I would suggest looking around a little bit.
Really? To go into the necropolis? Okay.
Not everything is going to give you necrotic damage.
Yeah, I just figured.
It's
Okay.
I'm being
Okay,
nice,
okay.
and
Okay.
not everything will give you necrotic damage. Because that just gives you a resistance to necrotic damage, and that's it. It's a very
Which I figured is going to be a big threat in the necropolis, but maybe not.
not necessarily. Yeah, so like necrotic damage is very specific, and not everything is necrotic damage. So.
Mm.
And please let me know what items you guys have decided upon. The Boots of Speed is probably a good idea, Greg, for you.
Oh, go get it.
All right, Aaron, I'm gonna give you all my magical items for a Tome of Clear Thought.
Yeah, that's not going to work because that Tome of Clear Thought takes a long time to.
No, it's actually 48 hours over a period of 6 days.
Yeah, over
Ooh.
6 days.
Well, it just means you have to spend at least 48 hours over those 6 days, so you can just spend a 48-hour period. It's not that bad.
Yeah, I think they did that in Critical Role. He had a similar tome, the Bard did, to boost his charisma to outrageous amounts.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Was that it's
yeah, and
it would give me
he did
2
it
intelligence points.
and he did it to the risk of his own health because he got major problems with his he got what's it called?
Exhaustion.
He got exhaustion. Like he got to a level 2 exhaustion because of it.
Yeah.
I mean, to his benefit, I assume, because at the end he was clutch at the end of that campaign. He made
being able to have superhuman.
Well, it's because it doesn't just
Stats.
increase your intellect by 2; it increases your intellect max by 2.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, for him, charisma, I should say.
Yeah, they're super powerful items.
The wisdom score is 19 while you wear this amulet. You have no effect on if it's 19 or higher without it.
Okay, now hold on though. There is a banana of wisdom, which, I mean,
A banana
That-
of wisdom?
look it up. It's a wondrous item.
That is wondrous.
On the outside, it appears to just be a regular banana. However, when a bite is taken out of it, the bite must also include the peel. And the consumer will gain 1 additional point to their wisdom modifier for 8 hours. However, they must also make a constitution saving throw of 11. On a failed saving throw, they throw up due to the fact that they just...
Yep. Yeah, that tracks.
I have never heard of this item.
Oh, that's fun. That's a fun item.
Because I type in banana and nothing shows up. I'm like, banana?
Oh, I wonder if it's like, is she seeing a homebrew item or something?
Possibly, but that's hilarious. That magic items item is funny. An amulet. What is your wisdom right now?
Real pitiful. My wisdom is an 8.
Oh,
And that's been like a big problem for us generally as a group, is our wisdom saves.
yeah. Your wisdom save would
that's a
go
good
up to
thing.
19.
Yeah. And I thought owl is cute because it would match like my armor situation, right?
But
What
isn't
were
it
you
a
getting?
one-time thing though, Reagan?
No.
While she wears the amulet of Owl's wisdom. It's-
Oh, amulet of... I thought we were talking about the banana. Sorry.
So the banana, you can have multiple bites of it. There's more rules to it. I couldn't read the whole thing, Greg. It's a very long description about the banana.
It's very involved.
It's a wondrous item. There's a lot
Yeah.
of rules.
I mean, it sounds appealing.
Greg!
What? What?
You're just playing your part, man. You're doing
Amazing.
you're doing
Yeah,
a good
Doing what
job.
I'm supposed to do.
I know you are. You're
That
doing a
was-
good job. And I really appreciate it.
I slightly died a little.
That's why it was perfect. That's if it has to.
Yeah, because my dormant, because that's the current state of my Hide of the Feral Guardian, I polymorph into an owl, which I tried, but I couldn't because of the friggin' oxygen situation. I haven't got to do any cool stuff with my armor yet.
A wisdom score of 19 will definitely boost your wisdom. and it'd be helpful for you, I would assume. So of course, I would allow it. It's a wondrous item, though.
It is a wondrous item.
Wondrous
Not as
items can be
wondrous
rare.
as the banana.
Yeah, the wondrous item isn't its quality. That's just
It's a type, yeah.
No, it's a rare.
type
It's a
of item.
It's
Yeah.
a
It
rare
basically
item.
doesn't fall under a weapon, armor. If it doesn't
Yeah,
fall under
it's
another
a
category,
weird-
it's a wondrous item.
Hey, but don't-
I'll allow it if you want it. You can
Okay.
have it.
Here's the banana in case anybody wants that.
The banana of wisdom.
Add to collection. I get a thingy.
That is hilarious. But it's only one additional point to their wisdom modifier.
But you can take multiple bites.
Yeah. They just ate a banana peel. That's high risk, high reward, right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure I could eat a banana peel included, take a bite peel included, and not yak. That's
That's a pretty hard one to.
Also, I
swallow.
love that it's an item that requires you to do an unwise thing to increase your wisdom. Like, be a jackass for a second to make yourself wiser. Which, to be fair, is how you get wiser.
You learn them best.
The-
The best way
Yeah,
you learn
you
is by
learn
making
the hard way.
mistakes.
That's what brings wisdom.
That,
some of us, yeah.
Yeah.
So, anybody else? Chris?
Still looking. I've got 2 possible so far. Pretty much just both increases to AC or health.
And Brandon, have you decided just to update your, build up your armor class?
Yeah, I'm deciding what I.
And Tony, what's your thoughts?
I'm looking at a lightning rod.
You're looking at a lightning rod to attract lightning?
No, it discharges lightning,
Oh.
like in mass amounts for killing big groups of things all at once.
Ooh, how exciting.
Or perhaps
I'd probably also like to, while we're here, buy some like healing potions and stuff.
Yeah, we still gotta sell shit too.
We do.
While we're in a place where we can actually sell shit. No shit.
So shit.
a rod of brutality.
What's
Rod.
a rod of
Rod of
brutality?
brutality. Sounds like a fucking Slayer song.
Dead, scared, mask.
So what does the amulet actually do anything, or do I'm attuned to it and then I just have to like know that my wisdom is now 19? It
No,
hasn't
never
changed any of my points.
Warlock.
It should change it, I would think.
Yeah, I would think.
You just have to attune it. You have to attune it.
I did click to attune it. I am attuned,
Okay.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes, I am attuned. And can I? And under customize, it's just cost, weight, name, and notes. There's not actually a way to make it do anything. Weird.
Your wisdom is at 8, but it should be 18. Give me a minute.
What if I did is there a way to set it temporarily, or do I just have to remember?
Yeah, you can override it.
But it should. You would think it would just change it to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because for the intelligence one, the headband of intellect it does.
And my animated shield does. It affects my armor class automatically.
Some things do. So like the gloves that I got affect my sleight of hand, but not my tool checks. So
And if I try to make a custom item, it's just basic. It doesn't do anything. Interesting.
Yeah, I guess just change it manually in your in the D&D Beyond
Okay.
and make your wisdom 19.
Okay.
Unless here, let me see if you actually roll.
Oh.
12 minus 1 and it gave me an 11. So let me Oh no, it did it. 19 minus 1. It did a wisdom saving throw and it said 19 minus 1. And you rolled an 18. Oh wait, but that was a D20. Yeah, you just change it manually. I guess they haven't fixed that.
Okay.
Which is silly.
It is silly, but that's okay. I will remember Amulet of Wisdom. Changing.
I think I am just going to go with some +1 studded leather armor, honestly. I think that's going to be, for me, probably the best use.
Okay. Lovely.
Banana of wisdom.
So in that case, can I sell my old stud leather, Aaron, for...
Yeah.
Okay. Just go with whatever D&D Beyond says. It says 45 gold. Well, I guess for selling it, probably not as much, to be fair.
Sure.
I actually think instead of doing my breastplate, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to replace my all-purpose tool with a Wand of the War Mage, the rare version.
What
So
are you
Aaron,
doing?
if
I'm sorry. What's first? Chris, what did you want to do?
so I'm just gonna take a +1 stud leather armor. I'm just keeping it simple because I think plus to AC is always great.
Okay.
And then I want to sell my old stud leather. The purchase price is 45 gold. I'm just trying to see how much can I sell that for.
For half that.
Half that. Okay.
Okay, Brandon, what did you want to do?
I think instead of switching out my armor, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch out my all-purpose tool, and I'm not gonna try to do the get a very rare instead off of you instead thing, just because it doesn't really matter. The only reason I asked for that with the other one is the only way I could improve my armor was to make it
And what are you looking to do?
very rare. There is the Wand of the War Mage. There's the Wand of the War Mage +2, which is just a regular rare magic item.
Well,
but
then
instead of,
but you don't need to change out.
well, I guess I could sell the all-purpose tool or give it to somebody else.
I mean, if it's still a rare item, you could just have the rare item.
Well, the all-purpose tool is just an uncommon.
What's it do?
It's I don't think it would help anybody in the group. It gives you a +1 bonus to your spell attack rolls and saving throw DCs of your artificer spells.
Well, don't
And
you
then you
want that?
can choose a cantrip per day from any cantrip list.
Well, can't you keep that, or do you
I could. I was just I would be switching it out for a different focus because I'd be using the Wand of the War Mage, so I wouldn't be able to continue to attune to it and stuff. And the only other option I would think of is to do Angie. Is to do the same thing we were going to do with my armor and get the very rare version of the Wand of the War Mage, but that feels a little OP because it's a +3 to my.
Yeah, I was only
spell
going to
attack
allow that
rolls.
if you were going to do that with the armor that is existing.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I meant. Is it would be the same thing technically. It's improving it's trading in my uncommon. Oh no, I had a rare already. No, it's fine. Yeah, I'll just take the rare item and sell it's fine, or whatever with the existing item. I was just saying I was replacing an uncommon, but it doesn't really matter. I'll just sell the
Yeah,
fucking thing.
I'm just making sure. Well, you can get a +2. It's a rare, so you can just get a
Yeah,
+2.
no, that's what I'm
War
saying.
Mage.
Is I can already get the +2, and that doesn't feel as OP to me as a flat +3 to
Mhm.
all of my spell saving throws.
So yeah, you can just get that if you want it. So,
Okay, yeah. So unattuned.
but
Not
you
quite.
that item would be unattuned. So
Yeah, I have to unattune my old one and attune to the new one.
how much is that? Is that tool? Do you know?
The all-purpose tool, I don't know off the top of my head. I don't think you gave me a value for it.
Mm-hmm.
So we have that to sell, we have the Ruidium Dagger to sell, and we have the Living Armor to sell so far. If you just want to make that like a selling stuff at the end, so you don't have to keep looking it up randomly.
So that was an all-purpose tool +1, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll get about 1,000 gold for that.
Cool.
No, actually,
Bye-bye.
you know what? It says they actually have it in the book for once. They have the item pricing in the source book.
Oh, nice.
1,500 you can get for it.
Nice.
So you get 1,500 for the all-purpose tool. You could have just upgraded it to a +2, but
I did, but the Wand of the War Mage affects all
all the spells.
the spells, whereas the
Mhm.
all-purpose tool is, even though I did kind of like the flavor since he's the doctor, it only affects artificer
Yeah.
spells.
So you can get that for. You'll get 1,500 back for that.
Mhm.
Okay. Actually, this is not a bad thing. This website I found. What's the Ruidium Dagger?
Ruidium Dagger, Ruidium. And we're just going to pretend that my Wand of the War Mage is still my sonic screwdriver.
So the cost of Ruidium alone is 500 gold pieces per ounce.
Okay. It's a dagger made out of that material, so I guess you could do it that way.
Yeah, so think about
What
how
is-
heavy do you think a dagger?
I actually can tell you what the average weight of a dagger is. I just saw a chart for that the other day.
I wonder if there's probably a weight in D&D.
That's true. Yeah, there probably actually
It's
is
1 pound, so 16 ounces.
So it's 500 gold pieces per ounce.
So wait, hold on.
8,000.
And this is from Critical Role's wiki, so I'm not going to argue that.
Yeah, 500 times what? 1 pound, so
1
16
pound,
ounces.
16 ounces, yeah.
Yeah, so that's 8,000 gold.
Yeah.
All right, that is too much gold for me to keep for myself, even though that's my item. So I'm going to add that to the community pot because that's a little too selfish for that character. He kept the 1,000, the 1,500 he just got from the other item, but
Do you just want to do 8,000 divided by 6 or?
Yeah, however many of us there is.
8,000
think that's
divided by
right,
6.
Yeah.
So what are we doing for the ship upgrade?
I don't know. There's the tractor beam where we could grapple another ship. Could be potentially good. There's the med bay, which allows for like full healing.
Mhm. We already have the medbay. That's the one we already have. We
I
chose.
thought we
for
had
our-
your. Oh, okay.
No, we chose to get the medbay because it had, not only could we heal from it, but it had basic scientific equipment, and that kind of gave us
Yeah.
both, so to
Oh,
speak.
gotcha.
And I'll tell you guys right now, don't buy the tractor beam.
Well, unfortunately, your original list did not have a whole lot of options. So,
Well,
if
discuss
as
it with me
DM
with
you
things
want to
that
come
you
up
wanna
with some
do.
options for us.
No, you're
does it have like? Are there shield options or?
Sure, you can upgrade shields. You can also
Or like
It does have
speed?
different, like, additional gun mounts as an option.
I think one of the ones
missiles.
we talked about doing was also the one that would increase the range. Because, like, right now, the range of my spells is basically only the range of the spells, and I think we thought about doing one that increased the
Yeah.
range for that.
I'd be cool with that.
And also, by the way, you all get 1,334 gold.
please
for
write that
the
down.
Ruidium dagger.
Reagan's like, what?
1,334.
Wait, say that. Hold on. Say that again.
You got 1,334 gold for the Ruidium dagger that I sold, that I divided
Very
up
kind.
amongst the party.
Each person? Or are we
Yep.
putting it into
Each
like
person.
okay?
No,
Each
we got
person, yeah.
8,000. I got 8,000 altogether for the dagger, and then I gave you all a share. So
Okay.
you got 1,000.
And he's not a greedy character, so.
Yeah, thankfully for you guys, I'm not playing the bard anymore.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna say next campaign we may have some issues, but
And with that type of money, you guys could buy probably some more items if you wanted to.
yeah, that just bumped me
Yeah,
up
that's
just
kinda
over
what I-
2,000.
yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.
Tony, did you figure out something?
How would you feel about a shield of counterspell?
Ooh,
Shield of Counterspell.
that sounds fun.
The shield has 7 charges. While holding it, you can use a reaction to expend 1 or more of its charges to cast the counterspell spell from it. For 1 charge, you cast the 3rd level version of the spell. You can increase the spell slot by level by 1 for each additional charge you spend.
Ooh,
Let
this
me-
One
doesn't smell good. Oh, this smells bad.
Charges daily at dawn. If you expend the shield's last charge, roll a d20.
Is this actual D&D? Is this an actual? Because I'm looking for it and I don't see it.
Yeah, I have a feeling people have homebrew checked and they're getting homebrew items that are published.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't allow. I don't allow the homebrew, so that's a homebrew item, I think.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
Do you want me to tell you what your
Hey.
normal magic, your allowed magic shield items are, Tony?
Sure.
If you're looking for a magic shield, because I was just looking at them myself before. So
Yeah.
if you're looking at rare magic shields, you have the arrow catching shield, which is a +2 bonus to your AC, normal AC bonus for shields. However, you get on top of the normal +2 to AC, you get another +2 to AC against ranged attacks, so you get a +4 against ranged. And in addition, whenever an attacker makes a ranged attack against a target within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to become the target of the attack instead. What else is cool in here? So there's the battering shield, which is basically like a +3 shield, basically, or it gives you an extra +1, and you can use it to knock people down.
You get there's a Pariah's Shield.
That's what I was just looking at. I was trying to see what the bonus was and what the things were on that.
You gain a +1 bonus to AC for every 2 allies within 5 feet of you. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know how much that's going to help him, though, because the only one that's going to be up there with him is me, and even I run away. Eventually, like if I get hurt too badly.
Is there still a Staff of Divine Might?
I don't, you know what? Let me look at what cleric-y items we got for you, because I know there is a staff.
There is Staff of Defense, Staff of Healing, Staff of Charming.
There's an Amulet of the Devout. Gives you spell attack bonus on spell attack rolls and saving throw DCs to your spells. And you can use your channel divinity feature without expending one of your feature's uses. You wear the amulet.
Oh, yeah, that's.
There's also a Staff of an Ivory Claw, +1 to bonus to spell attacks. Whenever you critical hit with a spell attack, the target takes an extra 3d6 radiant.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Amulet of Devout is a very you can get a +2 of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this one gives you a +2. So, this amulet bears the symbol of your deity. While you're wearing this holy symbol, you gain a bonus to spell attack rolls and saving throw DCs of your spells. That's huge. The bonus is determined by the amulet's rarity. While you wear the amulet, you use your channel divinity feature without expending one of your feature's uses. Once that property is used, it can't be used until the next dawn. Meaning you have 2 uses of your channel divinity, man.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah. The only other item I would even tell you to consider is maybe a staff of healing. That way you don't use your spell slots on healing. But that's the only other thing I can think that would be anywhere near that useful is the Amulet of the Devout.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Amulet of the Devout. Nice
Yay,
find.
you're welcome.
Oh, you.
it's in the chat for you, Tony, so you can add it to your character sheet.
Since we did gain this money, Aaron, what would it cost me? And I know we talked about what would it cost me to buy the +1 stud leather armor and then switch my thing to the amulet of health, which was the other thing I was looking at.
Mm-hmm.
+1 studded leather isn't terrible.
I didn't think it was. It was just outside of my price range. I want to say the last time you looked up, it was like 12 or 1500.
Yeah, I think it's 1200.
Yeah, it's usually around that.
Because that's what I was saying. Like, I can afford that now, and then I can just get the amulet of health.
I'll allow it for 1200.
1200. Are you good with that, Aaron?
I'm okay with that to give you a +1,
Okay.
or what is it?
Well, so the amulet of health just raises my constitution to 19, basically.
Okay, yeah.
Nothing else. It's just one of those items that's like,
actually-
hey, while you're wearing this.
I'm seeing something that's up to 1500. Would you mind 1500 gold pieces? Can you do
For
that?
the stud leather?
For the studded leather?
Yeah, I mean, that's with it. I got 2,000, so that's fine with me.
Okay, 1500 is fair.
1,500. Okay. Sweet. That'll give me both of those. Perfect. I'm good then.
Plus, I've just made you have more hit points now.
Yeah. I think if my math is correct, this should raise me by like 22 hit points. I think.
Wow.
I honestly thought about doing the same thing, Chris, because my constitution's only a +1.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Tony, you added that amulet to your character?
Mine's a +2, but still. Yeah.
Yeah, you could just add
That
it
should
to your
make me
character.
near unkillable with evasion and uncanny dodge and all the other shit, and plus an increase on AC. I should be pretty survivable.
Because I see your devoted censor, which is also really good.
Oh, well, also before people buy items, we have to sell the living armor as well, so we should find out how much that's worth and divide that up. That way you can decide what items you want to buy with your full... Well, I know you already knew,
Yeah,
no
I'm
matter
happy.
what, but
That raised me from 77 to 99 hit points, so I am
just
good.
in case it's
Nice.
just in case the extra, 200 or 500 gold or whatever will push
Yeah.
somebody up to their next item.
Did I hear someone say we have living armor
What'd you say?
Yeah.
and we're fighting a lich?
Yes, but the living armor is cursed.
We don't want to wear the living armor. That would be
Yeah.
a very, very bad idea
it'd
to
be
put
a
on the
poor-
living armor.
Poor decision. Well, it's not terrible. It actually gives you some really cool shit, but you have to surrender half your hit dice after every long rest, or you get exhaustion. So in other words, you can only heal
None.
per day half as
really.
much as you. Yeah, none.
Yeah, because you gain half your hit dice on a long rest, so if
Yeah,
you're
you basically
sacrificing
are
half your
sacrificing
hit
it.
dice on a... Yeah,
Yeah.
you really just can't use your hit dice ever.
Yeah.
Which, I mean...
God, your
I don't
honestly
really use too often.
Yeah. but-
your spell attack, Tony, went to +10, and your save
Nice.
DC went to 18. Jesus. And your
Yeah, my
modifier.
AC's at 18 now, and I pretty much increased my hit points by maybe a third.
And refresh, Tony. Refresh your character sheet because I just added the I added the item for you and attuned it to you.
Oh shit! Thanks, man.
Yup.
All right. So, does your website have a value for that living armor, Aaron?
Let me see.
'Cause I know that's an actual item, so hopefully it has it.
Armor, yeah.
That's a
Five. It comes up 5e cost.
you have what yours is because there's living armor for every armor type.
Oh, it was medium or no? Yes, it was medium armor, but I don't remember exactly what type.
Or like a chain shirt or something, scale mail.
Yeah, I thought it was
Or
scale
a
mail, maybe.
breastplate.
Yeah, no, it wasn't breastplate because I wasn't that tempted.
You know, I don't remember.
I want to
yeah.
say it was. I want to say it was like scale mail
Yeah, that's what my memory's telling me, but
or like hide or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, it could be in hide, chain shirt, scale mail, breastplate, half plate.
This was leather based, so I'm gonna say because of its cursed features,
Maybe it was hide.
you're
Yeah,
only gonna get maybe 3,000 gold for it.
Yeah, whatever. That's why. That's actually kind of what I
That's still-
ballparked.
that's still a lot of gold, man. That's
Yeah. Yeah, 3,000. Let me double check my math here, but I'm pretty sure that's exactly what I bought. Yeah, 500. So we all get 500 gold.
And make sure Derek gets this money. That's a lot of
Oh
money.
shit!
they're giving
I
him.
have
13,
not been. So let me,
1834.
1834. 1834 for him.
1834.
Okay.
Just make sure he has that.
And then he'll have to pick an item.
Well,
He's gonna get in
I
like, why do I
would-
have so much gold?
I would give him. I would suggest we pick an item for him. Just saying.
That's fair.
He's a sorcerer. Keep that in mind.
Let's see. There might be a good.
I'm sure he would not be upset with whatever item we give him because you know Derek. Derek is pretty
A ring-
chill.
a ring of spell storing might be pretty cool.
Didn't we get one of those?
Do we
Or
have
something similar to that? I could be wrong.
I'm going to his character sheet now. I'm looking to see what he has. So
I thought we actually gave him something similar to that. What about like a?
He
Is
has
there
a ring-
anything
he
that
does
gives him a
have-
plus
yeah.
one to?
he does have a
He
ring
already
of-
has a ring of spell storing. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what I thought.
What about a staff of power?
yeah.
So
Dream on.
he has a ring of spell storing. He has an armor of psychic resistance.
Yeah.
Studded leather.
And then he's got the deck of illusions.
And then he has the deck of illusions, and he also has a short sword +1.
Yeah. I would honestly do his spell attacks a little weak. Do what do we have that boosts charisma based spell attack? Because I think honestly that's probably
Yeah,
what he can use the most.
Everything but something like a tome he can't get because you don't have enough time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Let me see what we got here. Oh, I can't add items to his inventory, nor gold. Actually, I can add gold? No, I can't. Okay. So we'll just make a note. And what fucking item do they have that increases?
That's what I'm trying to find. I'm not actually.
I thought it was Wand of the War Mage. Is that not usable by sorcerer?
Yeah, he might just get a Wand of the War Mage as well.
Is it?
I was just thinking if there was anything that could increase his charisma, because honestly, he needs
Oh,
to.
charisma. Yeah, there might be. Hold on.
Because if we can find something that increases his charisma, I think that'll help him as much as a Wand of the War Mage will. Because he's only
Hold on.
sitting at a 16 right now.
Yeah, because a rare
Yeah,
one
that's
is War
pretty
Mage
low.
is +2.
What did he use his last ASI on?
He may have gotten a feat or something. I don't know.
That's what I'm looking now.
Or did he use it?
What
Knowing
feat?
Derek, make sure he actually used it.
I don't know if he did.
I mean, if you you won't be able to go into edit character. I was gonna
I
say if you go
can.
into edit character, you can see if
Yeah.
if he actually used it or not. Aaron can once he's back here.
Yeah, I will have to have Aaron check that, because honestly, the only feat he's got is lightly armored, and I would think he would have more than one ASI by now.
What?
Well, he does have a 19 dex, so maybe that's what he's been.
His armor class is currently 16.
No, we're talking about his. He's never upped his charisma, and we're trying to see
As
if
a
he used his
sorcerer.
ASIs on other things, or if he just
Yeah,
didn't
he may not
use his ASI.
Yeah, he may not understand how important that is. It's like,
What's happening? Don't chew on the chair. This is very expensive.
Yeah, his ability improvement score, he chose another feat, which was lightly armored, and he chose a strength score increase.
What?
Strength. Wait, what does lightly armored get him? Because isn't he already?
Increases your strength and dex score by 1 to a maximum of 20. You gain proficiency with light armor.
He
Was he not already proficient in light armor?
no, a sorcerer would have just been cloth. It doesn't even get light.
So I don't know why he chose strength as a...
Because he had a 9, and he just wanted to get it up. It was his only off stat, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At the
that would have
time
allowed
he
him
took
to
it.
become proficient in leather, which like normally sorcerers can't wear leather armor.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, it's
Okay,
kinda
well, that
silly
makes sense.
though, because you know, as you gain levels, you're gonna be fighting stuff that's gonna hit you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're running up against stuff that's like plus 14 to attack. That doesn't help you,
Right.
right? To
And
have
then
what
and
an
then
extra
his
point of
ab-
AC as a sorcerer. Who
Right,
cares?
and then his ability score improvement at 4th level, he picked intelligence and dex.
He's spreading
Wait,
everything thin.
as you get through the game, AC is increasingly meaningless as your levels go up.
Mhm.
Okay, so he took intelligence. That makes sense. That would have at least bumped his saving throw up. But he took Dex? That put him at a 19, which is useless. I don't know. Maybe he has a plan. Maybe we don't. Maybe he has some plan we don't know about for upping his Dex more. I don't know. I don't know what the thought process is here. But yeah, all right. So we're either getting Derek an item that increases his charisma or increases his
What'd you find?
spell saving throw, and
Actually, not seeing
yeah.
anything specifically for charisma.
shit.
Yep. Yeah, I couldn't find anything,
Yeah.
which is weird, but
Yeah, it's literally just that tome, from what I've seen so far. That like wondrous tome, that tome of leadership and influence.
I'll have to homebrew something, and it's gonna have to be an instrument.
Yeah.
There might be instruments. I'm not even looking at those, but a lot of the instruments only affect bards.
I'm just
Yeah.
laughing because I'm thinking about the only things that tend to increase charisma.
Yeah.
What if we get him a bag of beans?
Bag of beans.
I had those on the last character, and I don't think I ever used them.
What?
I had them on my druid.
Oh.
But a deck of many things.
Bag of tricks.
You're saying
Look at all
there's
those-
literally no items with a charisma description anymore? Okay, weird. Let's look at wands. Well, at the very least, I can just give him a wand of the War Mage +2 like I got, and that'll
Yeah.
at least affect his spell attack rolls. But that's not even gonna up his save DC on his spells though. Like I would really prefer something that gives him a +2 to his charisma.
Ooh. But he does spells though, right? He
Yeah.
says- Yeah.
He's
And
a
his
sorcerer.
charisma base.
What about this?
Very rare. Ooh, yes, that actually may be perfect. He could get the rare version. Shit's value is few drops, but the vial can't be opened. That's absolutely perfect. That is absolutely perfect, Reagan.
What is it?
It is basically a Wand of the War Mage for sorcerers, but it also increases their saving throw DC, not just their spell attack roll.
Oh, that's
No.
nice.
It's called the
called the-
Bloodwell Vial.
And we'll just give him the rare version of it.
Where's the baby
Oh,
doll?
that's the one that's Mother of Pearl Insight area.
Yeah, because with a 16 charisma, he's gonna have a pretty low spell save DC.
Well, no, that's why I wanted it. Because at first I was like, "Fuck it, we'll just give him a Wand of the War Mage," but that only affects spell attack. It doesn't affect DC. So
Gotcha.
that's why I was like, "No, I want him to bump up his charisma somehow." But this effectively bumps up his charisma, or
Cool.
the part that matters. So
And he
It
can
increases.
regain 5 sorcery points.
ooh,
When he rolls-
shit.
Yeah, when he rolls a hit dice to recover hit points, he can regain 5 sorcery points. So if he
That's
uses his
really
hit dice, he
nice.
actually gets sorcery points too.
Man, that's a badass item, man.
And that's
Yeah.
only a rare.
Yeah. For
There's a
plus
plus 2
that's
rare,
only-
yeah.
Well, yeah, I know it varies. Like it has
But-
steps.
And
but-
yeah, I think from what her link showed, it was a Tasha's holder and
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Tasha's item. So
Good babies.
All right,
Yeah, it
I
works.
have added it to him, and I have.
Did you give him his money?
Aaron can, we can't.
Yeah, we can't give him items or money, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can see why maybe they don't allow other players to modify your money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
The rogue in the group goes into everybody's character sheets.
All right, how much?
Sleight of
gold
hand
was it?
check. I won.
How much was
Take
gold?
all your money.
Right, and for the roleplay, you don't know.
It was
Yeah.
1832.
Wait,
Was the gold? How much gold? 1832.
1834.
Okay. He has 2,200 gold left.
Ow! Fuck!
Here, let's see. I'm gonna sleight of hand to steal his gold.
You okay there, kiddo?
Oh! No, I burned my
look at
hand.
that. Rolled a 24.
You didn't steal his gold.
I would like to still buy stuff. I would like to buy some healing potions.
Okay.
may.
What healing potions do you want to buy?
Just how much are the greater healings potions?
We have it in somewhere in the.
Healing potions, regular healing potions are 50 gold pieces. Greater are 200. Superior are 2,000. And supreme are 20,000.
Well, I can't afford that, so
Greater healing.
How
is really
much?
good.
uh,
Greater healing of 200.
yeah, I think I'm gonna get 3 greater healings.
Okay.
Also, Aaron, I'm probably gonna be switching my item out on you because I found out that there is a wizard equivalent of that item that Trevlo just got.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy 1 greater healing potion as well. That'll give me 2.
Okay.
Yeah, same. One greater.
It's called the Arcane Grimoire, by the way, Aaron, so you know what it is. Can give the yay or nay.
Arcane Grimoire.
Yeah, the +2 version is the rare one. It's basically the same thing that Trevlo just got. Except-
So I
Do you
Oh, sorry, go
already
ahead.
have a focus?
I do. The Wand of the War Mage. That's what I was saying. Instead of getting the Wand of the War Mage, I would get that.
Your book is also a focus, is it not?
My book is not a focus.
Okay.
No, I just have an enduring spellbook, so it can't be destroyed.
Okay.
But I can use this now as my spellbook as well, technically. But yes, it would be my focus. I think is how it works. I don't know. I'll have to look.
Yes.
But
I will allow it. Yes, it's a
Okay.
+2. It's a rare item. Must be attuned by a wizard.
a wizard. Okay.
You're a wizard, Harry.
A wizard, Eddie.
I feel like they should have upped the Wand of the War Mage and Tasha's Cauldron of Everything after
Yeah, because it's
releasing all these
basically
items.
useless
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I shouldn't say it's you. There are certain classes that would depend. Like I don't think there's an item yet for the druid.
So
and
here's
some of the...
here's the deal with this arcane grimoire.
Yeah.
You do this. This sounds like because it's a book.
Yes.
I would assume the spells go in this book.
Sure.
You're going to. I'm just saying because it makes sense. You can't use both books.
Yeah.
It's either or.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is I can't remember. Is a spell book the focus for a wizard?
I don't. I think in some subclasses it is, but not normally.
No.
Okay.
Like I think the Order of the Scribe, or whatever it might be,
Okay.
But because this one is an attunement item and all your spells it gives you this much of a bonus.
Yeah,
your
yeah.
spells are going to have to be transferred into this book, and you can no longer be beneficial of the other book.
Well, what I was going to ask, because the actual
But
power
spellbook
of the
doesn't
Enduring
benefit you, though.
Spellbook is that it can't be destroyed. So what could I just copy my, keep that original spellbook? That way, if
technically
the
you
one
could.
gets...
Yes, you could just hold on to it.
Okay.
You just can't be attuned to.
Yeah. Okay.
That would not be your primary.
Yeah, it's
spell
not my
source.
primary spellbook anymore. If I add spells from
Right.
this point forward, they're going into this new book.
Right. That's
Okay.
what I mean. Yes. I think that's fair. You'll have to spend time copying that stuff over to this book.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's everyone, right?
That's everybody.
Deal.
Did you actually add Trevlo's items in
Yes, I did add his items
Okay.
and his gold. So he
Okay.
is all set.
Cool.
His attunement, he
And-
has attunement to the Ring of Spell Storing, Armor of Psychic Resistance, and the Bloodwell Vial.
Okay. And
Tony-
I have...
Can you cure like poisoning?
Yeah, he's got greater restoration at this point, so he should be
Okay.
able to...
There's a spell too that'll do it, if I remember
Yes.
right.
Yes.
I'm
Plays
looking
lower.
at this restorative ointment that the creature who receives it receives some hit points, but also ceases to be poisoned and is cured of any disease, which I thought was interesting.
So it's
Actually-
basically a lesser restoration spell in salve form, which is pretty cool.
Right.
I don't know how much that costs.
I don't know how much that costs either.
What's it called?
Restorative ointment. It is an uncommon item.
So Aaron, just for shits and gigs, how much gold would we be looking at to get a second ship upgrade?
The restorative ointment costs about 4,000 gold pieces.
Yikes. Okay, thank you.
Wow, for an uncommon item.
Yeah, that's what it says here. Well, no, the restorative ointment, I look at it's a wondrous item and uncommon. But because it's a wondrous item.
Oh.
It depends on the item. Yeah, some of the wondrous items are weirdly expensive.
All right. Well, good to know. It seemed cool. I was like, "Oh, if I can buy that, that'd be nice." But I
What
cannot.
does it? What does it do?
So
It's basically lesser restoration as a salve.
yeah.
Hmm.
So
Plus, it
you
gives you
gain
some hit points.
2d8 plus 2 hit points, and whoever receives the ointment ceases to be poisoned and is cured of any disease.
Actually, it's a little better than restoration because it's both effects. You don't have to pick one.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's basically restoration in
In a bottle or a tube.
Yeah, but this tube also only gives you it's 1d4 plus 1 doses per tube.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I can understand why it's that much money when you're getting like you could get the possibility of having like
5 uses,
doses
right?
out of it. That's kind of a
pretty
big deal.
Yeah, I think the beef I have is if it's that valuable, why is it an uncommon item? That's where I think the flaw is. I think with their logic is, I agree. It seems pretty powerful. Why is it uncommon? You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It should at least be a rare item.
Yeah.
Sword of life stealing. Whoa. That's fun.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I have like $4,000 now that I am not probably gonna use, other than to buy some like health potions or whatever for us. So if we have enough to like band together and get another upgrade, we could do that. Or if we think there's some big, nice magical item that could benefit the whole party, we could buy. Because I really don't have anything that is going to be within my price range that would be a significant upgrade for me at this point.
I mean, I think the ointment could be cool, like especially if we do get like poison, anything like something
Yeah.
that like causes that. But like if there's a ship thing, I just
Do you need to go out?
I don't feel like we battle other ships very often. So it's like, do we really need like extra gunning? Do we really need extra shields? We're not doing that as much as.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not one to do much more combat when it comes to the ships much more.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not too worried about it at this time.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's why I was thinking maybe we could get like a nice like band together and get like one nice wondrous save our ass item or something, because we
Is
just
there
got a bunch
something
of gold that
that
we
we
don't
can
really have a use
do?
for.
Is there some item that could help us like zip zap out of some place?
I mean,
Like,
I can zap us out of someplace, but
All of us?
well, no, that's true. I mean, I technically could, but it would take me more than one turn.
Yeah, I wonder if there's any kind of fancy pants
Like a
Teleport.
teleportation, and yeah.
lasso. I'm making up items for us. Is there such a thing as the teleportation lasso, Aaron?
Not that I know of, no.
Okay.
Greg?
okay.
Yeah. Items that teleport like your group. No. Like that's.
Yeah, no, they're normally either like a ring or a helm, and it's just you, not.
Right. Yep. There. I don't really know of many items or any item that will give you teleport like as a group, except for the Hand of Vecna.
Yeah.
The hand of Vecna, which we've not encountered. We've only encountered the eye.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The hand gives the user the ability to just cast the teleport spell, which you can take 7 people with you.
Yeah.
In which technically you have, but I digress. You did see it in action.
What, the
We-
Hand of Vecna?
Yes.
I thought we saw the eye.
I
You
I
saw
thought
the
we just saw
eye?
the eye.
And then as soon as he found the eye, remember the character from behind grabbed it. He grabbed the chronometer from the character. And he grabbed the eye and the well, not the eye, he grabbed the arcane illithid that had it with him. And I do remember describing this man having a weird arm with a weird hand.
Oh, okay. I must not have caught that part.
Yeah, I think I missed it as well.
So yes, you are coming across a man that has possibly both the eye and the hand of Vecna.
Actually, there is one rare wondrous item in D&D that allows you to cast the teleport spell from it.
Yeah. What is it?
It's called the Helm of Teleportation.
Oh, and it just literally just casts teleport.
Yep.
As written.
As written. You
Has
just cast teleport, the helm
three-
has 3 charges, and it regains 1d3 expended charges at dawn.
Wow, that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
No?
So
I wouldn't be able to attune to it because I am out of attunement slots, but I'm sure there's somebody
What-
who can attune to the...
What does it
Element of-
require for attunement, class-wise?
I don't think it has it. Let me look. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. It
There's
just says
no-
teleportation headwear. And there's no...
I imagine it's going to be an expensive item, though.
Probably, but we also have
It also requires the whole familiarity thing and the risk of getting
Yeah.
fucked over.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no way, guys. Sorry. There's no way you have enough money for this.
Oh,
Yeah, my guess is it's in the 20,000 gold range or something.
Well, if somebody wants to make it their rare item,
Up, even higher.
Well, you're not using sane magical item prices then. That's what I use because
Yeah.
they're sane. Yeah, it's crazy that it'd be larger than that, but
wait, how
Yeah,
much?
I was gonna say this is a rare item, so it should only fall into the same range as everything else we just got.
no, that's not the
No.
way they usually do it.
Yeah.
The way it's usually done is more based on its like what kind of effect it has on the game. At least that's the way a lot of people
Yeah.
do it. It's the way Sane Magical Items does it. So the stuff that's why you have uncommon items with much higher
prices.
prices. Yeah.
Because it just means the uncommon and like that rating is technically just supposed to be used by the DM to inform how hard it is to find in the world and like how
Yeah,
rarely the players come across it.
What I'm
Yeah.
seeing here is per the 5e shop, which says price per sane prices, 64,000 gold pieces.
Could I request a wire transfer
Yeah.
from Camo?
And it says
Yeah,
price
I guess
range. It says price range for per the DMG is 500 to 5,000 gold pieces. I'm going what?
Yeah, right. That's way too low for sure. And that's why people came up with these sites is because some items
Mhm.
were like super overpriced and some are super underpriced. I agree that should be a really expensive item.
It's like I see one that says a permanent teleportation circle costs about 18,000 gold pieces, and I'm going that kind of makes sense.
Oh, really? That's the cost to make one? I thought you made one just by casting teleport once a day for like 50 days or something.
Right, but the cost if you ask somebody to do it for you,
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
so it costs you about 18,250 gold pieces. They're saying.
All right. What about a rod of security? It's very rare. I'm kidding.
What about a rod of insecurity?
Everyone
free.
does
No,
that.
I've
you
actually.
get that from my mom.
Shots fired.
I just found out about this item. I didn't know it exists. It's kind of fun. While holding this rod, you use an action to activate it. The rod then instantly transports you and up to 199 other willing creatures you can see to a paradise that exists in an extraplanar space.
Okay.
You choose the nature of the paradise that the paradise takes. Regardless of its nature, the paradise contains enough food and water. Blah blah blah. For each hour spent in the paradise, a visitor regains hit points as if it had spent one hit die.
It's the
Interesting.
rod of
Security.
all-inclusive resort. No.
Yeah.
Exclusive resort.
It's basically just once
the-
every 4 days you can basically say, "Fuck you, me and my entire party escaped
So-
paradise to heal."
So it's the
An entire
rod,
village.
the rod of sandals.
Yeah, right.
We're all just sitting on the beach in lounge chairs with Mai Tais and her like full armor. Just,
Yeah.
199 tickets to paradise.
I'm just imagining us in like a middle of the fight with the BBG, and all of a sudden my wizard's just like, nah.
who's
Vacation.
who else
Alright.
got like wands or staffs so we can make s'mores at a bonfire?
But
So does
yeah, I'm
anybody?
just trying to think.
Yeah, if there's anything more you guys want to think of, I'm giving you the chance now.
Well,
Because...
I'm only thinking just what we should buy because we have a fuck ton of. We have quite a bit of gold now that we're not gonna spend. Other than Chris, I know Chris actually bought an item, but
Yeah, I was like, I'm back under 1,000 now.
yeah. But the rest of us are probably in like the 3 to 4 grand range. So,
Oh no, not me.
uh,
I'm at 2.
yeah, you have expensive ammo. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
But
I
then
should
again,
probably
I've
buy
given
some
you a
more of
lot
that.
of
What was the
nice
price
things.
on that, Greg? Do you remember?
Oh gosh, I can't remember.
Me either.
But it wasn't cheap.
No.
I thought I put it down as a note in one of these because I made a custom item.
Yeah, I made a custom item
Oh,
too, but I don't
didn't.
think I put a.
Yeah,
Cost
I thought
in
I
it.
purposely did it so I wouldn't forget, and apparently I didn't.
There's a bottle of Boundless coffee.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Real life me wants that.
So
Yeah.
According to the DMGA, +1 arrow would cost between 50 and 250 gold. So I think a +1 arrow I was equivalent to the equivalent for ammunition. Was the lowest +1 was 50 gold pieces a piece per bullet.
Mhm.
I mean, that could be right because, like, I only bought. Oh no, I bought 40 of them, and I can't imagine I
bought
had.
50. Yeah.
Yeah, did I have 800 gold? Maybe I did spend 800 gold on it. I don't know.
I spent a lot.
I did too, because you're at about the same amount of money as I would have been if I hadn't just bought a
Yeah,
magical
I think you
item,
guys
so
did spend quite a bit of money on it. So and that makes
maybe
sense.
it was 50 a piece.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, screw it. I'm not using my money for anything else. I'm buying 20 more of those.
okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna buy 2 more so that I have an even 50.
Oh yeah, I should buy 22 more so I have an even. That would put me at 60. No, I'll buy 12 more so I'm at 50 as well.
How much was that salve that Reagan was talking about?
4,000,
Yeah.
right?
It's 4,000 gold.
I can buy one of those.
Gold.
You can buy one of those. You should buy one of those.
So it's 50 gold per bullet, right?
Yeah. That's 600 just for my 12.
I'll buy the stuff.
Okay, that's so you bought the salve. You add the salve to your character sheet. You know how to do that, right?
Not really.
So
Okay, so go to manage inventory, like click your inventory thing underneath armor class.
Inventory.
yeah, so you see actions, spells, inventory,
Mhm.
and then you
Click
see
the inventory.
you click manage inventory on the right side, but
Okay.
and then you see where it says filter, and you can add items. Just type in that salve.
Restorative ointment is what it's
Ointment.
called.
Ointment.
So you can type in restorative ointment, and you'll see it. It'll search. It'll find the item, and you can click add.
Magical.
Boom.
They did.
No, I have it.
They do try to make it pretty easy in that. So now you have the ointment.
Mm.
You actually had 4,000 gold pieces, huh?
I had 5,400.
Yeah, I was gonna say where y'all.
He
I've
hasn't spent anything.
Yeah, I was
I've
gonna
just
say.
bought
I've spent a decent amount of money, and I'm at like $4,000.
All right. Anything else you guys want to get?
That's what I was looking, but I don't know what else to do to like help us, so to speak.
What are you using for looking up cost of things? I saw what is this? The Bridle of Capturing. That is a rare, wondrous item, but it sounds very interesting. I'm just curious to know how much it costs.
The bridle of capturing.
Uh-huh. My little horse girl heart is very excited about it.
Mhm.
I can tame him.
I've never heard of that item.
This fine leather bridle tugs at the hand when first held, as though it longs to reach out for a beast nearby. When you hold one end of the bridle, you can use an action to speak its command word, causing the other end to lash out at a beast you can see within 20 feet of you. The target must succeed on a DC 17 charisma saving throw, or have the bridle tie itself around its neck and fall under the command as if subjected to dominate beast. Once the target is affected, you do not need to hold on to the other end of the bridle to command it. On a successful saving throw, the target becomes immune to the bridle's power. But yeah, the creature controlled by the bridle can be released by the creature that bound it as a bonus action. The creature controlled by the bridle can make DC 17 charisma check each day at dawn. So like, I don't know. It just sounds very exciting that you can have a new pet.
This one's a item that's not really described.
Is it homebrew?
No, it's from Infernal Machine Rebuild. It's not
Hey.
part of the homebrew magic items.
Huh.
Well, since nobody else has a use for my item, actually, or for my gold, Aaron,
Mhm.
what's what would a better shield run me? Let's say a +2 shield. I want to see if my price is right on this one.
Infernal Machine Rebuilt. I don't know what that is. That
I was going to make dinner. What did we get for the ship? The increase for the magic officer range?
yeah, I think so. It would double your range
Yeah.
for the magic officer.
Yeah. The ramp, parapet health.
A +2 shield.
Look at that. We sort of backed into a shopping episode.
Yeah,
I
I mean-
love shopping.
This is we. To be fair, we've been long overdue. We don't tend to do the shopping, unlike a lot of parties. So this has been
I'll tell you what. Surprisingly, like my parties love shopping episodes.
yeah.
It's and for me, I've been like the part of the DM in me is like, what the heck? We didn't do anything. But then the other part of me is like, well, they had fun.
Yeah.
You know, they had,
no,
they
shopping
had
episodes
fun.
are fun. Yeah.
So here's the deal. It says in here in the Dungeon Master's Guide, a +2 shield rare is listed at 838 gold pieces. That is absolutely not going to be. the
Yeah,
cost
it's
of
listed
that.
as 3,000 in like sane prices. That's why I was asking.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say it's gonna cost you about 3,000 gold pieces for that.
That's great. You can have my 3,000 gold pieces.
Does it require attunement?
You know what? I should check that
Oh,
because I am
nope.
at my max.
A straight plus whatever item does not require
Yeah, it
attunement.
doesn't.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. Shield.
It's gonna make things very difficult for me to hit you guys. Jesus.
Well, to be fair, it's always been difficult to hit me. And but when it comes to me, you get the satisfying moment when you finally hit me of nearly killing me in one hit.
Mm.
So that's the trade-off when it comes to my character.
It's okay, Aaron. Just keep using wisdom shit, and we're still fucked. Or at least
Yeah.
I am.
Not me.
I don't care how high my AC and hit points get. You do some wisdom thing, and I fall unconscious for the whole fight. Done.
Mhm.
Duh. That's what's gonna happen now. Is we're gonna face enemies with a bunch of fucking control spells because we like half our party has like a 19 AC.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I'm looking. I have everyone's
can't find-
ACs.
Anything about the cost for this bridle? I'm annoyed.
Like now, your armor class is 18, Chris.
Yeah, but I only went up by one. I was 17 before.
Holy shit, Reagan, your AC is 20.
Yeah,
Wait, yeah, because of my shield and
dude,
because
you're
Wait till
lucky
Blade's
she.
on.
I was gonna say, yeah, you're lucky she didn't go full Bladesinger on you. By now, she would be at like a 25 or whatever. Their AC is ridiculous.
Mhm. It's all right. What you got coming too? His AC
Yeah, exactly.
alone is high, so it'll be okay.
And I mean, in 5e, 18 AC for like Greg was saying, for endgame baddies, 18 AC is really not
Yeah, it's
great
not crazy.
anyways.
Mhm.
It's just pretty standard at that point once you get into later tiers.
But I know that like Robert's AC is pretty low.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, that's why I said it's only like half the party. It's not all of us. It's
Yeah, and honestly, the
Trick
22
blows
hit
is
points
low.
helped me probably more than the 1 AC. Like, just increasing my hit points by that much.
Yep. Health is a better long-term strategy than AC because
yes.
eventually everything is going to hit you. You know.
Yeah. Yep.
I was using a monster the other day against I can't remember what oh, it was a Kraken, right? They were fighting a Kraken, and it was like plus 19 to hit. And I'm like, sweet. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. So most of them I had to roll a natural one to miss, basically.
Yeah.
Sounds like a DM's nightmare.
Or no, it's a DM's wet dream is what you mean.
Mhm.
Right. It wasn't he had to roll like a 19 or a nat 20 to hit them. It was that he had to roll a 1 to not hit them because the creature had a plus 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's a pretty good plus there, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, that's challenge rating 23. So that, you know, so
Yep.
when you start to get up into those levels like 17, 18, you know, etc., the stuff that you're going to be fighting is going to hit you. It's going to hit you. Doesn't matter what your AC
Yeah.
is. It's going to hit you. So, you know, from that perspective, AC it becomes meaningless, you know.
Which is why my squishy ass character is eventually going to get cracked like a walnut.
The only exception is I had a cleric when I ran Curse of Strahd, and he got okay, I'm not going to spoil that location, but he got some armor, some
Yeah.
+2 full plate armor, and he had a +2 shield, and he had like 24 AC, and it was a pain in the ass. You know what I mean? The Strahd was having a hard time hitting him. So yeah.
Well, you're not ruining anything there, Greg, because I'm making sure that Strahd is not going to have that problem. I've been reading up on how to boost up Strahd.
Oh, you don't honestly, you don't have to. If you play, it's been proven that if you play Strahd like a dick, if you play Strahd like he can be played,
Yeah.
it's almost impossible to kill him.
Yeah.
Because
Just the lair teleportation actions.
it's
yeah.
I'm not going to say what it is, but there's a layer. Yeah, it's a layer thing that makes him.
Virtually
It can be exploited. It would not be very fun, so I didn't exploit it to the degree that I could have.
I already know from having played the campaign exactly what. Well, I've never played the 5e version, but I already have a pretty good idea of exactly how Aaron is going to completely nullify my fucking character when we fight him. So.
That's why I'm kind of happy to go into utility caster again and
Yes.
just have a little bit of versatility.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, that's the bitch about being my kind of character in Strahd campaign.
He's supposed to be fucking terrifying. That's the
Right.
point. Like the whole point of the adventure is to build up this terrifying motherfucker and then a confrontation with him. And it's
Yeah.
hard. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, I've never played any version of Strahd, but I've always heard all the talk about it.
Oh, he's a fucking
in my
nightmare.
years of playing D&D,
yeah.
yeah.
If the DM wants to be an asshole, he is an absolute fucking nightmare.
Yeah, he's supposed to be all around. You know, he's
Yeah.
supposed to be just sort
Yeah.
of terrifying, you know. I like Strahd a lot. I think he's a
Great character to
I
play.
won't say what it is to ruin it for you guys, but I'm sure Greg and Aaron will know immediately.
Are you guys struggling?
Are we what?
Uh-oh, I think we lost
Yeah.
Tony again.
yeah, I think
Yeah,
we lost him.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a feature of Strahd that
Discord shit the
basically
bed.
So excited.
basically completely negate. Like my grappler is going to be nearly useless when we fight Strahd. I'll warn you guys. But
Oh, don't hit the bear.
however, that's part of the reason why I stuck with this character idea with Strahd instead of building a different character. It's because this is making me not meta fuck Aaron.
It's gonna be fun.
I'm
It's
hobbling
gonna be
myself.
fun. All right, we gotten everything. Anything else you guys want to do before we move forward?
I'm good.
I got less than 300 gold. I'm good.
We're all happy-go-lucky players.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Let me ruin it.
Yay.
Now let's
Okay.
ruin that for you.
Side note before you ruin it, I made teriyaki chicken the other day and it turned out phenomenal. It's one of those dishes where I've made a few times and it never turns out the way I want it to, but this time it actually turned out really good.
What did you do as you take a
Um,
big bite?
Does he remember so that the next one he can repeat it?
No, I never do because I kind of wing things a lot, but
Yeah, same.
I know beyond the recipe that I had, I think I added more honey than it called for and a little bit more soy sauce than it called for. But yeah.
Yeah, you
turned
added
out
more
good.
sweetness and more umami. Of course, it's gonna be good.
Yeah. No, the last time I think I jacked up by adding too much sesame seed oil, and it just overpowered everything a little
Yep.
bit.
I've
And
done that.
ginger can overpower too as well.
Yeah.
I made a really good etouffee this week because I had some leftover crawfish tails from last season, and I had some leftover venison sausage from Dad's hunting trip last year. So delicious.
Mm.
Mm.
I want to go. I want to go to New Orleans so bad. You said etouffee, and I'm like, no,
I love New Orleans.
me too. My favorite, man.
Yeah.
So,
the most unique food I've ever had.
with that,
Sorry. Go ahead.
you're good. You guys finish up your shopping, and you guys are heading back to your ship.
With our bags.
Yeah. Your new items, you're getting used to wearing them, getting comfortable with the items, and you suddenly hear over the speakers just loud, like, boo, boo, boo,
Station?
boo. The station is suddenly reacting. You don't know what the hell's going on. And as you're walking, you suddenly see a flood of people start screaming and running.
Can I like try to grab somebody and ask what's going on?
You go to grabbing somebody, and they just look fucking terrified as you go and you are as you push to the side, and he goes, they're coming, they're coming. As you go to see that, as you turn to the left, you see suddenly this man just bite the neck of somebody else, and suddenly you notice that undead are surrounding you. And at this
I
point,
walk up onto the ceiling, so I'm hopefully out of reach.
Samesies.
as you
Cool.
guys, I would
Use these
assume,
items already.
to get started to run with the crowd to get back to your ship.
I love the mental imagery of like Chris and I running along the ceiling and like pointing out directions for them. Like, nope, run that way.
I don't know. So I mean, are there unlimited numbers of them?
You don't know what's going on. You just see this crowd of just rushing people. As you push to the side, it's starting to get even more.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, that would be in character. So I'm gonna try to run up and get out of the press of the people, Aaron, and then I want to see what's going on. Like, I'm not trying to run it first.
Yeah, same.
Okay, if you
I'm
guys,
just trying to get above the
right,
press of people.
If you guys want to do that, it's going to be a little rough.
Oh yeah, I know we're still gonna have to like move and stuff. I just meant like that's my thought process, is just getting above the people to see what's going
Alright,
on.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Because my thought is if I see people getting bit, like if I see some dude getting bit, I'm gonna fucking shoot what's biting him. I'm not gonna run away like a little bitch.
Okay. So you go ahead and start
I'm gonna run
shooting.
away. I'm gonna run away.
You start shooting the one that's bit. You see it fall, and then you see the one that's bit is just like holding his wound and like, and then falls and collapses. And then literally 2 seconds, you see it get up, and his eyes completely change and turns its head at you, and then you just see its head go, and you hear just a crack. As then you see behind you more people are running past it, and then it attacks somebody else. This is almost instantaneous. You don't know what the hell's going on. As you keep moving forward, as Chris and Brandon, you're getting up to higher ground to see what the hell is going on. Further distance, you recognize. Go ahead and actually give me a perception check, both of you. Okay. Basil, you notice something very odd, and it's almost recognizable about whenever somebody gets bitten, you see this sudden turn, and you see them turning and then running towards anybody that and tried to bite somebody else. the ones that have been older that you see that have been bitten before and are longer, you see the similar pustules and disease that you've seen before.
Fuck. Okay, do I also perceive this?
At this point, you kind of do, yes.
Okay. I was hoping that since my score was near him, I would also perceive it. Do I recognize it as the disease I treated before and, like, studied?
Yes.
Or, like, a mutation, so to speak, of it?
It's a mutation of it that is much more aggressive.
Fuck. Alright, I immediately screamed through our communicators. First priority, do not get bit!
Okay. All right. Well, hearing that and seeing what you just described. I'm gonna fall back. Right. I'm gonna like.
Mhm.
Run away!
Yeah. Quickly.
So you see this, this. It is a similar disease you've seen before, and it's been. The only thing that you can guess it is, Brandon, your character would know, is it's been mutated. It's been changed.
Yeah, somebody has purposefully modified the disease.
You see a number of the Raven Queens like the followers of the Raven Queen trying to hold off the undead as they come forward. You go past a run of them are creating a shield over front with whatever magics they can. As they look at you you see that they're just telling you to run fast as you can, get out of here. They're trying to hold off this horde.
Is there any kind of clear choke point between people who have been bitten and people who haven't? Or where...
It's too sporadic and crazy at this point that you can tell. It's been too soon. You can't tell.
Okay, is there any point where I can see where it's clearly a lot more infected than normal people?
In the back area, obviously, they're all just coming towards you.
Okay.
So you see that the Raven Queen clerics and they're trying to hold off and trying to get people back to their ships, to the shipping area, to the the docking area, to protect them as long as possible.
That's kind of what I'm kind of trying to feel out, is since I'm technically sort of out of danger right now, is how I can assist them to buy more time.
Do you have any spells that could help them?
I mean, I have Fireball, I have Black Tentacles, which can create choke points.
And you are welcome to use them if you'd want to do that.
Okay, great, because I will absolutely burn some spell slots to help. That's kind of what I'm just kind of like seeing if I can get a lay of the land from you, or like choke points that I could use, or anything like that.
And anybody else can do this to try to prolong, to save people's lives. Just let me know what you want to do. So if you want to use a spell slot or two to hold off the horde, you are welcome to.
So yeah, that's kind of what I want to try to do, is whatever role you think I, like perception or whatever, to pick like whatever clerics or whatever I see that are fighting that I could create, like use like Black Tentacles to create a choke point for them to help them hold the line.
Yeah, so there's a main section that goes before the docking areas that they're holding point. That bridges off to like 4 or 5 different sections that goes off to the docks.
We're hitting a choke point. My cloak that allows me to climb on walls also allows me to cast web in a 20-foot cube once a day. So again, if we get into a choke point where web will kind of block off the whole thing.
They have definitely created a choke point there. That's where they're trying to get people out. They're trying to do the best they can. They're trying to save who they can.
So that's, I would think that kind of you and I've worked together like this before, so that's what I would think, is that he kind of realized that to you is like, this is the choke point, let's go. Like, let's
and you can
so
tell
shooting
that
with this cloak, all of a sudden I just start shooting webs out, and
pew pew pew.
The Raven Queen acolytes are standing guard, holding this shield up. They're like holding hands, trying to hold the undead. Whether they're using Toll the Dead or whatever you want.
Yeah.
Whatever spells they have to hold against it, but it's not going to be forever. Does anybody else want to do anything else?
Yes, I want to lay down wherever it's best. I kind of want to opposite where Chris is choking off with web. I want to choke off with black tentacles.
Okay, so you do that. You're holding off. This allows some of the Raven Queen acolytes to do other things to save others, which they are grateful. You see one that is extremely like you can tell it's a little bit different, more feathers produce, like if there is ever an elaborate gown of say for them, because it's pretty simple grays. This one is the only one that's different. She looks to you guys and she just kind of nods in thanks, as they are. She's the only one that doesn't seem to be strained at this point, but
Yeah.
she knows that she needs to hold them.
Does Trevlo have anything?
That is up to you guys.
Yeah, I have to look at his spell list real quick. I don't know off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
everything I have is like single target type stuff.
Me too.
Yeah, if it wasn't for the cloak, I'm the same way.
So, Aaron, that woman, do I get the sense from her that she's sort of leading the defense right now?
You can get a kind of a sense that you look at her and you see suddenly like 5 ravens are flying about, and she is. You notice that every once in a while you see her eyes fog up as she is guarded by like 3 others. As
Okay,
she
so
is
she's acting as their eyes, basically.
Yeah.
She's a diviner, is what I kind of pick
a
up.
diviner. You're not quite sure. Go ahead and give me a quick
Arcana.
Arcana.
Okay. +8, but I roll fucking 5. Okay.
She is something else. She could be something very powerful. She is.
But I
more
get the
in
sense
tune-
that she's looking through those raven, like that those are her familiars, like my
Yeah.
familiars, so to
yeah,
speak.
very
Okay.
similar.
I try to get to the closest familiar to me to communicate with her and just tell her to direct me. In other words, basically, I'm here to help you. Tell me what you need.
All right. As you say that, you see one raven kind of look and kind of tilt its head at you, and you see it then fly down and purposely get eaten by a zombie. This is not normal. You see it just go down and just get clawed at a certain zombie, rather large one. What do you do?
I'm guessing that's her way of pointing at something. So, how big nasty are we talking, Aaron?
6'4", 6'5", rather large man that is
Okay.
tearing through.
But is it
people.
like? Do I get that it's the sense that it's a regular zombie or something more?
It's
I guess is the question.
something more. You're not sure,
Okay.
but you're just gonna have to trust.
Yeah, whatever the. Okay. Well, what can I use?
I would
What can
definitely take a
use?
shot at this guy then if I'm nearby and pick up on this.
You don't quite pick up on it because this is something that's very intimate. That he's the only one
Yeah.
who can figure it out,
Target is native.
unless he
Okay.
says something. So
Let me see how
And the
long
rest
I
of us
can-
are kind of behind them, right? Like in the crowd.
yeah, you were getting behind the Raven acolytes, the Raven Queen acolytes.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want to do and decide what you want to do with.
Are we seeing that pretty much all of the attack is centered in one area? Or are we getting attacked from multiple sides? I'm just trying to understand the flow of traffic.
What you are at is you're at a funnel point. What did you say, Chris? It's a choke point.
Yeah,
it's a
choke point.
point.
Yeah.
Okay. Basically, if this line of defense goes down, you're all screwed.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I asked if I would pick up on like what the doctor was asking, because I would be right next to him up on the roof.
See the range.
You can do a
Are there
perception-
multiple levels? Or are we just in one big hallway?
You're just in. Well, it's not a hallway. It's like a big market area. This was a big market
Okay.
area and stuff like that. But there's a choke point here, which leads to like the docking areas and to like ways to get back to your ship.
Okay.
You don't know if there's other places. You don't know if there's other ways to get to your ship. This is the
Right.
only way you know.
So I'm gonna say on the on our communicators, are we going back to the ship? Or are we staying and fighting?
As I'm preparing the spell I'm about to cast, you hear me over radio to you guys. If you are in the crowd, get to safety. That is your only priority.
Then I'm gonna head to the ship.
Yeah.
I follow her.
Okay.
Because
And
no
I'm gonna
offense,
grab
guys, other
Fredlo
than
and take him with me because he's the captain. He's like the pilot of the ship, so I need him to
but
come
yeah,
with me.
because my thought process is also I don't want any of you fucking level 11 magic motherfuckers to turn into a zombie on me. That feels like a problem. So that feels like we're only gonna make the problem worse. And Aaron, in response to her, I'm going to cast slow in the area where that monster and the zombies are.
Okay. You cast slow. Make sure you're marking all this stuff.
Yeah, I'm marking the spell slots.
Okay, that's fair. Does anybody else have anything else they'd like to do before moving forward? Okay, so because of this actions of what you've done ahead of time, you guys have no problem getting back to your ship. Chris and Brandon, you kind of just, you do what you can, and then you're like, bolt, get the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Once there's no more hope, so to speak.
Yeah, and you see this, you see suddenly as you're moving away, you see suddenly this Raven Queen, this Raven Queen acolyte, the one that specialize, you see her suddenly just turn into what looks like, you look behind and you suddenly see her turn to you, wink, and then suddenly you see her disperse into like thousands of blackbirds that just go into the crowd and just start pulverizing zombies, as she's also letting all the acolytes run behind her. She is sacrificing herself to save her people, as you can tell. As you guys run to the ship.
Are we getting people onto our ship?
Not necessarily. They're just, it's
Aaron,
it's whoever's left. They're fine. They're getting 2 ships and stuff like that.
having seen that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna burn up at least another spell slot just casting Fireball. Not where obviously she went as the birds, because
Yeah.
I'm guessing that would make things worse, but
Okay.
just I'm just helping whatever she does, I'm doubling, so to speak.
Great. So you send a fireball past her as you just see this, just this massive bright light of just an explosion as it tunnels slightly out towards them, and you see this flame. Chris, your character sees this flame just burst out, almost blinding you to an effect because you have not seen fireball in quite a bit. It's been a little bit for you guys. As
Take the
I haven't
goggles
tested
of
my
night
one.
off. Like, oh shit, too bright.
As you guys are bolting around the corner, you come to your bay. There's maybe a handful of people with you. If you want, they can come with you, but you come to your door, to your bay. Who's opening the door?
Can any of us open the door?
Anybody can open the door.
I mean, if I'm first, I'll open the door.
As you open the door, you see your ship in front of you. But it is not alone. In front, you see Kadrith standing there.
In the ship?
No.
Or in front of the ship?
The once partner of your group standing there. And you see above the ship, hovering in the air, the arcane mind flare hovering up top of your ship, as you see multiple zombies walking around them, and you see some weird other creatures. You're not sure what they are. They look like warriors, but they're slightly translucent, standing on either side. And they look to you and go, And you see Kadrith look to you and go, and you all hear it in your heads. It is time to get rid of some loose ends. As he pulls out his giant axe shotgun, looks at you, Capella, and just cocks it.
I agree 100%.
And with that, we're going to go ahead and take 10 minutes here, and we're going to get into initiative and fighting.
All right. I think it's time for a cup of the Irish breakfast I tell you.
Oh.
So,
I'm
okay.
gonna.
Yeah, we're going to take 10 minutes here.
Hey, Aaron, I'm gonna hard stop at 10 tonight. Just
Okay, that's
Because
fine.
okay.
I will make a hard stop at some point here, but
cool.
10 minutes. You guys will be back.
Cool.
All right. And we are back into the mess of things.
Oh no, someone's eating.
Oh no, Brandon's eating. He doesn't want everybody
Sorry.
to see that he's eating.
I mean, I don't really care if you know that I'm eating. I just don't really like to have the stream watch me eat.
I mean, how messy of an eater are you? I mean, I've had breakfast with you, but I don't remember you being that bad.
No, I'm not that bad. I just don't like to have to worry about it.
You're muted, Reagan. Or we can't hear you. One or the other.
No.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay, so I put my headphones down to recharge them, and it changed all my audio stuff.
Of course it did.
Of course it did. Why not? Why wouldn't it? I was just complaining because I like knowing what people are eating. Because I'm eating constantly. If I... Oh, that was weird. The camera changing was weird. Alright, okay, so I'm sorry, and I think I misunderstood. Is Kadrith and them, are they on top of the ship, or are they in our ship?
They're on and around the ship. So
Okay.
with
Are
that,
they blocking our entrance onto the ship?
Sounded like it.
I'm confused about whether or not we're being inhibited from getting onto the ship or not.
You're not in the ship. You're
I'm
out-
right. We are outside of the ship, but are they blocking our entrance onto the ship?
Yes, they are.
Yes. Okay.
Give me a moment. It's giving me a hard time and won't let me. There we go. Why does it decide today that it's going to be very slow? Edit. I forgot to hide characters that we're not going to be playing in here.
What? That's okay.
You know what? I'm gonna turn undead.
Well, it's not even your turn.
Onto whom?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So, I am going to have all roll for initiative.
Are you ready for the roll? I'll take that as a no.
We're not supposed to be seeing anything yet, right?
No, you see these people coming up. So you see all them up there. So
Sorry, I meant on like Roll20. I meant like on a map or anything like that.
I will get here. I'll get it up here for you.
Awesome.
No, wait. I'm not trying to rush you. I
No,
was just curious
here.
if we were or not.
Yeah,
Okay.
no rush, but you know, hurry the fuck up.
No. No.
Are you ready for initiative rolls, Aaron?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So, Capella, what is your initiative?
17.
Robert,
22.
Basil,
8.
not good for you.
Nope.
Dr. Kazim,
25.
Trevlo needs to roll.
24. I already rolled for him.
Wow. And Opal,
16.
This is intense music.
You guys?
Oh, yes. It is. Do you need an upgrade?
Maybe.
I know that was getting in our way a couple weeks ago.
Trevlo.
Right, I think there was like a VTT upgrade or something.
All right. So that should be it. We're gonna start, and you guys are like you open the door. So I'm moving you guys. Dr. Kazim, I'm gonna have you out in the back over here. You and Basil.
Yeah, it makes sense. We were holding the line, so to speak.
And does that look fair? I think that looks fair.
Wouldn't I be closer to down the hallway?
You want to be
Yeah.
like right here?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
didn't.
I would say there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't say I was sticking behind when the doctor came over the horn and said, get the hell out of here.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I abide.
Cabela, you would open the doors and you see, and you step forward, and you see that. And Dr. Kazim, it is your turn. You heard the voice inside of your guys' head saying that this is,
Yeah.
And I do have Trevlo's character sheet open if we need to do anything, so.
Okay. The doctor is gonna move to here, and mind you, he is still upside down on the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And you do see Kadrith standing here.
cool. Don't want to destroy our ship. Let's see. What can I do? Sorry, I'm weighing my options here because the old wizard stand by a fireball ain't gonna work here.
Well, you could arrange it so it doesn't hit your ship and just hits Kadrith, but that's not going to be very helpful.
That's true. Yeah.
Technically, you could have it hit
Square.
3 of them if you wanted to. I mean, you can just arrange it, but
Yeah.
you'd have to move into the doorway to get that better angle.
Perfect. Okay. I am going to cast Black Tentacles
Mm-hmm.
in. Wait, let me measure again. Make sure I got this right. So starting from here. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Can you draw the actual item?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do for you right now. Did that show up?
Yes.
Okay.
So on the outside, not in. Kadrith is not in it.
No, I put it in between, basically in between us and them. Like I made that, since this is a choke point, essentially. I'm guessing of
And
some
what do you-
sort.
What are you putting there, Brandon?
Black tentacles. You would literally see.
Oh,
it.
Everards, yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, this is one spell effect you will definitely see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Everard Black Hentai.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Sorry, I'm checking to make sure I don't have any features that might help me right now.
It's hard to focus when there's a battle going on behind me.
Fair.
Oh,
Nope, that's it for this turn, Aaron. I'm gonna call it.
Okay. Cool. Next on the turn order is, well, luckily for you, it's Trevlo.
Okay. Select move.
You're one after another here.
This always happens to me for some reason. Even when it's like Tony, who technically we should have literal opposite rolls, I will get the highest and he will get the lowest, and I'll still end up back to back. It's like a magic power. Okay, what the fuck do I want Trevlo to do? Also, I can't move Trevlo, so if you could, would you move him to, let's say, well, the only one place he can really move right now to actually do anything. So he's gonna move there. And then, what spells do we have here, D? Oh, perfect. And then he is gonna cast. Well, first of all, we're gonna do a rest because he doesn't have his spell slots back.
I did
Where
that
are you?
already. You may just refresh it. I did it for you.
Oh, okay. Okay, spells. What slots do we have?
All right, I've made it so you can control him now.
Oh, great. And then we gonna cast Synaptic Static. Right about... Basically, let's say... It's gonna affect, these...
Synaptic
That
static.
actually-
I think it only hits one person.
No, it's a sphere, a 20-foot sphere.
Oh,
And I want it to hit basically... I'll have you delete this afterwards since it's not a actual effect. But that's my 20-foot sphere.
Is it 20-foot radius? Because it'll be even double that.
Oh, is it? I thought it was diameter. Is it radius?
I don't know. I don't have Trevlos. I just didn't know if it was the equivalent of
No.
Fireball. It would be 20-foot radius.
Yeah. Spell takes failed save. 20-foot radius. Yeah, you are correct. That is correct. So let me delete that. How do I delete a?
you could just enlarge it.
Oh yeah, cool. Yep, there you go. That's perfect. That's amazing. That's
Is that about it?
yeah, great.
Is that right?
That
It
looks
might
like
be-
a 40-foot
I
diameter.
think you could quadrupled it.
Yeah, I think you might have made it slightly too big. It needs to be 40 feet across.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's about it. Give or
Yeah,
take
that's
5
it
feet.
right there.
Yep.
That's where you want to place it.
Yep.
You want to place it just a little bit so you get.
Yeah, sure.
This is a intelligence saving throw.
Yes, DC 17 intelligence.
Let me check something. Wow, some of these creatures are not. You would think they would have resistances or immunities to like anything that has intelligence involved because they're not intelligent. You know what I mean? Because
However,
they're-
it is psychic damage, so some of the zombies may be resistant or immune.
yeah, they don't have immunities to that.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah,
I thought undead did have resistance to psychic damage.
no,
Huh.
that is a
Myth?
no, that's a Pathfinder thing. Because
It was a 3.5 thing.
yeah, that's what I mean. It's a
Yeah.
3.5 Pathfinder thing.
Got ya.
It makes sense. They should, you know. Intelligence is not really their thing, but I'm not gonna argue with it right now. So basically, it hits everyone. I'll do it for the two wraiths first. A 1 and a 14, that fails. The Mind Flare. A 16. Probably fails.
Fails.
Each Husk Zombie. 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's only 4. So they all fail. And then Kadrith is going to make his intelligence saving throw, which is still not great. A 9, but he is going to use one of his resistances, or one of his legendary resistances, to automatically make the save.
Look at him going up in the world.
We should have killed him in his sleep.
Which one used their legendary resistance? Was it Kadrith?
It's Kadrith.
Or the
It's Kadrith.
Mind Flayer?
No Mind
Okay.
Flayer, just the Kadrith.
All right, so I am gonna save you from doing this for every single zombie because I don't want to be that much of a dick to my DM.
Yeah. Well, you already gave me the damage, so...
Yes, but it has a secondary effect that I'm gonna just have you apply to Kadrith and the Mind Flayer.
Well-
Kadrith's saved, so it doesn't get it. But
Mhm.
after a failed save, a target has muddled thoughts for 1 minute. During that time, it rolls a d6 and subtracts the number rolled from all its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as its Constitution saving throw to maintain concentration.
Why? That is so fucking complicated.
That's why I said I'm not going to make you do that for every single one of those fucking zombies. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. They'll just take the damage, which is 28. Ugh.
Couldn't it? Why is it so complicated? Couldn't it just be has disadvantage for a minute? Like, what's the problem?
You would think.
It's so weird.
I think that spell's a little overpowered. Personally. He takes half damage, right? Kadrith takes half damage. Yeah, I'm gonna rule as a DM that other effect does not affect undead.
Yeah.
And the other
fair.
effect's basically just like Bane, but a D6 instead of a D4.
I think
Yeah.
too much. I think too much affects undead in this version of D&D. To be honest with you.
Yes.
I'm saying it doesn't affect it because their mind is not.
I agree. I agree. That's what I mean. I don't think they should be affected by charm spells. Like, there's a ton of stuff that affects undead in this version of D&D that never affected undead in earlier
Yeah.
versions.
Like,
And it bugs me.
I'll gladly get them to take the damage. That makes sense, but
Yeah, because they still have a brain to be damaged, so to speak.
I mean, what's their intelligence score? Because the spell does say an intelligence score of 2 or lower is not affected.
Oh yeah.
of 2 or lower.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So the zombies have an intelligence of 3.
Oh.
The wraiths have an intelligence of 6. I mean, like,
Yeah.
who has
So
a,
there's-
a lower than 2? I mean, like,
I would think the zombies would be the lowest
I
intelligence.
would
of
think
D&D.
that they would be too. That's why I thought maybe they put that in there as a
Yeah,
kind of
or
catch-all.
zombies. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna say
You got some miso soup there?
I do.
So I think it only affects that after effect only affects the mind flare. That's it. Like, I think undead
Yeah.
doesn't get that special effect because it's
Yeah.
a little OP. Like, that's going to kill this game. Robert, it's your turn. If that's the end of your turn, Treblo, you can move Treblo though, where you wanted to move him.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
He's just literally gonna. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, little buddy?
All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click my little heels together and activate my boots of speed to give me 60 movement. So. Yes, a 10. And then. Yeah, that's plenty. Okay. So I'm gonna run in the room over here and take cover behind these barrels. I'm assuming these barrels are really here.
Yep.
And this thing here is not a wall, right?
Which thing?
Like the
This here?
no, this line right here.
That is a lower
It's just like a-
area. It's like a step down.
Okay, oh, it's a step. Okay.
I believe it's a step down. It looks like a step down.
Yeah,
makes
because
sense.
it looked to me like it was a caution tape. You know, like
yeah, like
if-
it's a step down. Yeah.
all right, cool. So, what's my distance here? Oh, I'm doing it from my dude, but I want it from here. Come on. No. Why is it? It's doing it from the middle of the square instead
There you
of.
go.
It did the same thing to me.
Yeah, it's still doing it, but that's fine. I can just subtract 5.
Yeah.
It always does it from the middle of the square.
Really? I thought you could
Yeah.
draw it anywhere you wanted.
Mm-mm. No, it all. There might be a snap thing, but it always does it. Oh yeah, there's snap to center or snap to corner.
Yeah, I must the setting must have changed on me.
I've
I think
always
mine
left
used to
mine
be
on
snap.
snap to center, so I'm just used to it.
Hmm.
Because that's how you're supposed to measure from like your kind of center of your character, I guess.
Oh yeah, I guess the center of me to the center of him would be the relevant number, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm gonna take a sharpshooter shot at that wraith.
Okay.
That'd be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Jesus.
Okay. Well, I rolled well.
Who hit Jesus?
26 points of damage.
Yes.
Okay, it is dead.
Nice. That's what I'm
Because-
going for.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna take a sharpshooter shot at the zombie that's right below him.
Okay.
Yep, that guy. Oh. No, that's 9.
Yeah, that misses. Oh, well, yeah, it misses.
I rolled a 2. Actually, that might be a misfire.
Oh, that probably. Well, pepper boxes.
It is for me. I don't know about you.
It's Pepperbox, yeah. Hold on, I'm looking at it.
It may be
Yeah,
just
misfires 2.
two.
Yeah.
No, it misfired.
Dude, my last 3 shots have been misfires. Remember, I rolled 2 1s last game.
That's like me. I mean, mine's a misfire of 3. But
I'm
it's
regretting.
rough.
I'm regretting this, honestly. This is
It's
stupid.
rough. Yeah,
This is
guns have a pretty hard.
I'm
Like if
never
you
again.
hit that misfire, you're screwed.
It's not worth it. Anyway, that's my turn.
you're...
I mean, I've had that. I've had whole fights where it's
Yeah,
like
and
I've
that's-
misfired on the bad news, repaired it, and then
Right.
take another shot and misfired again. Like Jesus.
Because not only is that this turn, that's next turn, too.
Yep.
Yeah. But it is a powerful gun. I mean, like the thing is, kills things in
A
seconds.
bow would be 1d8.
Yeah.
You really think it's worth an extra 2 random damage to lose all these attacks in extra turns? I don't. I'm not. It's not worth it.
All right.
I'm with you. I was originally going to
it
do an
would
archer, and
be-
I switched to a gun.
It would be
Yeah.
it would be the Wraith's turn, but it's dead. So
Regret.
it is Capella's turn.
Okay, I'm not super great from a distance, but I do want to go ahead and bonus action my shield. And then I want to... God, what can I do from far away? I probably... How far away am I from Kadrith? I'm probably...
Man,
I
you
need to
are a
move-
wizard.
Yeah, but my spells are like sword based, like
Fair. There.
you know.
You don't have a ranged cantrip?
No,
Huh, fair.
no. I chose every cantrip that was related to swords, which are based on myself and like using my sword. I'll move up a little bit so that I'm within. I'll just be like on the edge of glory here. And I guess I'll throw 2 javelins at Cadrith, I guess. That's fun. 22. Hit.
22 just hits.
Ooh, interesting. 9. And let's try another one and see how that goes. 15 does not hit. Okay, so 9.
9?
Woo! 9?
9
And I'll have to look up
times.
those in a little bit, I guess.
9 times. All right.
Okay.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I can't really do anything else until those tentacles go away. But I'm glad that they're there.
It is the Mind Flayer's turn.
Hey, Aaron, is a Tinker Tools check dex based or int based
It's
to fix the gun?
it's dex based.
I've been doing Dex
Okay,
personally.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm just gonna roll that now.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, technically, Greg, you could use grit to clear the gun and then be able to shoot again.
There's nothing. There's nothing in there that has that ability anymore. Oh, but you said that I could. That you would allow that. Basically, you said.
Yeah, that was originally what grit was there for. Like, you use grit to clear your gun without penalty. And that's
Are you not proficient in your Tinker's tools either?
I am. I just rolled a straight roll and I was adding it in my head,
Oh.
so I made it. But yeah, I can. Yeah, if I can use a grip point, and what does that make it, like a bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'll do that next turn.
I think what it does is, because you get how many attacks per turn?
2.
2. I think it would take.
Oh wait, maybe 3 at this. Maybe I get 3 now. What are we,
Yeah, I
level
think
11?
it burns. I think
11.
originally you burned one of your attacks and used a grip point, or I should say, used a grip point to burn one of your attacks to fix your gun.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's still 2 attacks per action.
I think
thought I
that'll.
got 3 soon. Oh, because I'm not level 11 in
Yeah.
fighter. That's why.
So I think the good deal is here. If you have 2 attacks, you use a grit point. It'll take out. You can take a grit without having to roll. Okay, the whole idea is that you'd use a grit point so you don't have to roll, and it just automatically clears your gun.
Well, I made the roll. The roll isn't the problem. The problem is that it's an action. And so if the grit point allows me to do it quicker than an action, then it's worth it. But if not, then it
Yeah,
doesn't.
because if you take the Tinker's tool as an action, you're not getting your other attacks as the action.
Right, because the
Yeah.
the gun description says that it is an action to do it.
That's the way I've been doing it this whole time, but I'm also not a gunfighter fighter.
Yeah,
Right.
I think using a grit will allow you to just clear it. Give essence to why that's what makes your ability so good. You know, that's what
Yeah.
makes you so different as a gunslinger.
So I'm still gonna get an attack then
Mm-hmm.
if I use a grip point. Okay, cool, sweet.
Well, that'd be good too, because if you fail your roll, you have to fix it out of combat. You can no longer try to fix it in combat.
Right. All right, I think we're sidetracked. Whose turn are we on?
It's my turn. Sorry.
Okay.
You see suddenly the the mind flayer hover up a little bit, and you see this electrical like sparks come out, and you feel like you suddenly, Capella and Robert, you suddenly feel your hairs rise up.
I just
and
waxed yesterday. I don't have any hairs. They're gone.
You feel your hair on your head just go. As suddenly, I need you all, but I need you two to make a dex saving throw.
Okay.
I can do that. Yeah.
Okay. 18. Not bad. Not great, but
Ooh,
not
mine's
bad.
11.
Ooh, that's not good.
So, wait. I think I'm gonna use. I think I have Indomitable, don't I? Oh, I have so many abilities. Why do I not see Indomitable?
No, it's the same way. You should go look at my rogue character sheet and scroll down. It is ridiculous. It's stupid, especially with all the feats I've taken
So
too.
many abilities and feats.
It is, no, the problem is you end up forgetting them. You have a bunch of good ones, but you don't remember you have them. So then you're like, oh, I could have done that. Whoops.
Where's the fucking table for this? Class features, come on. Here we go. Yeah, Indomitable is at level 9. And, oh, I'm a level 8 fighter. Okay, so 11.
Where
All right,
their levels
people
at?
that failed take 31
Paladin.
points of damage.
How much? 31?
Lightning damage. People that succeeded, which would be Reagan, you take half that.
So 15?
16.
16?
Round up.
Round down.
Okay. I can't
round
math.
down, that's right. I can't math.
That's why I
So
wasn't
then
in
is
the-
it... So,
Should be
so
rounding
then,
down for damage.
I don't care. 15.
wouldn't
Fine.
it be 15? Okay. I can't math, so I need the help.
Speaking of can't math, it is Opal's turn. No, I'm kidding.
What?
I was just being spirited, man.
I have to do
Can
something.
you math?
It's
You
the
can
cleric.
math, Tony?
I gotta do something. The cleric's need to kick my ass here.
Because I am going to move up to about here.
Yeah. No. No.
You don't want to do that.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have told him no. Look at the ground. Look at all those black tentacles. You don't want to go in there.
All right. So then I will stop short of the black tentacles, and I am going to channel divinity and turn undead.
Okay. What do I have to roll?
I gotta figure out how to make that work.
He might even have destroy undead for the lower levels. He might even be able to blow some of them up, just destroy them outright if they're zombies. Zombos.
Zombos.
Let me look.
As an action, you present your holy symbol and speak the prayer of centering to the undead. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw of a DC 16. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as possible, and it can't willingly move into a space within 30 feet of you. It
Yeah,
also
are you
reactions?
you're a level 11 cleric?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah, anything from challenge rating 2 or under is destroyed if they fail.
But there's not like a casting button or what do I click on this to make it happen?
It's all right.
It's your channel divinity. You don't actually.
Yeah,
click
you
on
don't.
anything.
You don't do anything. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, you actually only hit one zombie. The rest are 35 feet away, right?
Is the banshee undead
Uh,
or no?
Well, I haven't gotten that yet. The other zombies are 35 feet and
there.
55 feet away.
What if I move over here?
You would have to do. You're jumping over a box. I would say if you want to move
Yeah, I
over
kind of
there-
fucked you on the choke point there, Tony. Sorry.
But that would hit 3 of them if you can make it over there.
I
I'll do
mean,
that.
3 of the zombies, at least. He'll hit that other one, yeah.
all right.
I mean, even if you, like, chubby boy in armor roll over the box and end up prone, you can still cast a spell.
I say you can move. Here, Tony, you can move here.
Okay.
Okay, and that will, because I can say you could chubby boy over the crate. That
like
hits you
That
this
awkward
one,
clamber over a
that
crate.
one, and
I've done it in full body armor. It's not fun.
and that one, and that one. So you hit 4 of the creatures.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I can give you.
That's cool. I'll take it. I scream, "Be gone, foul demons!"
Do they
And
make the
then,
save?
like-
If they make the save, they don't disappear, or does it? They just disappear.
Yes. If they make the save, they don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
make the
and if they
save.
don't make the save and their challenge rating 2 or lower, then they just bamf. They're done.
Yeah.
Done.
Okay. That's why I'm gonna do. What is it? A wisdom?
Wisdom, yeah.
Not great. Oh wow, 16.
What's your spell save DC?
Probably higher than 16 now that I gave him his.
It is. The amulet gives that a +2, right?
Yeah, if D&D Beyond's doing its thing, it should just say at the top of your spell section in there.
Yeah, +10 to attack, 18 to save DC.
Yeah.
This one is dead. This one withered way to nothing.
Oh.
This one
She go
is
bam.
here. It does another wisdom save. 17, that doesn't make it. It withers to way to nothing.
Oh boy, that's a big hit, buddy. Good job.
Many zombies.
This one is
I
next.
Like the undead.
I say goodbye, zombie.
Yeah, this one is now dead too.
Oh boy.
Who wants to fuck with the Lord of Light, bitches?
You really heckin' did a thing there, didn't you? My goodness.
And then
They're
the
like
others.
they were dead before, now they're like super dead.
You sound too much like what's her name from Critical Role?
Jester's
You
character.
keep
Jester.
saying that, but I am my own person.
You sound too much like Jester. Wisdom save. 15 fails, so she is scared and can't do anything except run away, right? From you?
Yep.
Great. Wonderful.
Who's she?
This wraith. I'm just saying it's she because I picked.
Hmm.
What's the A mean? Alive?
Means asshole.
Asshole, yes.
It means he's being affected by synaptic static.
Oh.
Well, that was one. This one is another effect, but yeah, it's just a reminder that there's something going on with them.
Okay.
Here, I'll make it a B so that I know that this one is something different. All right. Next is this wraith, and it just can only move away, right?
That is correct. But can I take my bonus action?
What do you want to do?
I would like to do. I'm gonna whip a little cantrip and toll the dead.
You can.
Toll the Dead's an action.
That's an action.
It's an action. Oh.
Toll the Dead's an action, not a bonus action.
Oh well, shit. Never mind then.
Spiritual weapon is a bonus action.
Ah, okay.
So you could bring the spiritual weapon out and be like, "Hey, bitch, slap!"
Look what I got.
I'm gonna fuck you up.
So if you want to bring out
In
your
the biblical sense.
if you want to bring out your spiritual weapon, if that's a thing you have,
Yep.
and it has to be within how far from you?
30 feet.
Opal.
Up.
Everything is open.
So you can move it probably right here, or even right here. You have control over it, Tony.
Let's put it behind him. That'll be fun to fuck with him that way.
You have control over it. Move it. Yeah, you have to change from the arrow effect to the selector mover.
I knew that. I was just seeing if you knew that.
Did you want to attack with it? Because I believe you can attack with it with your bonus action.
Show up.
Hey.
You already did with the 28. Who are you attacking with it?
Cadrid.
Yeah, that hits.
Where's your ball?
Fucker
7
in the
points
head.
of
Go get
force
your ball.
damage.
Go get your toy. Go get it. He took it from you. You can take it back.
Okay, that's your turn then.
Yep.
It is this wraith's turn, and he is just going to move away. I guess that's all he can do.
Wait, Cadris is moving away?
No, the
Oh, gotcha. I was like, what? When did that happen?
That'd be cool if Cadris was undead, but I don't think he is.
all he can do is move away. Oh, I can move. I can delete this. There. Basil, it is now your turn.
I had a very confused dog who was wanting to get into my room and then would not jump up into my lap when she got in here. Okay. Well, thanks. No, stop. Okay. I will
I
move
have a giant
into the
German
doorway.
Shepherd with me right now.
Move into the doorway and you know what? First see, first shoot. Put a round in. Okay, dog. You are causing issues. I will put a round into Cadris' head, hopefully.
As you do.
Cadris.
Oh. I haven't been paying attention as people shot him. I will.
People have shot him. Yes, people have injured
I
him.
know. I just haven't been paying attention. I will do it as a
I threw a
sharpshooter and hope for the
javelin at
best. Nope. 11 to hit.
that misses.
Yep.
Is that the end of your turn?
I think so.
Dead zombie, dead zombie, dead zombie. There's still 2 zombies left. This one here is
2 zombos and a wraith.
So I know which one's what. D is going to just move up. The speed is. He's just moving up towards you, Tony, and that's the end of his turn. E. 30, 35. What happens when he walks in?
He, 1 second. When a creature enters the affected area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, the creature must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 3d6 bludgeoning damage and be restrained by the tentacles until the spell's end.
13.
It's
so
also
that's
difficult terrain.
13, so it's a fail.
It's a fail. It's currently restrained and you
Roll me the
take...
damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now for you. I'm just gonna roll it myself
Yeah.
instead of
Please do.
3d6. Boom. 7 damage.
Alright, 7 damage, and it's stuck in place there, right?
Yes, until its next turn, and then it can make another dex or strength. Now that it has been restrained, it can make a
Yeah,
strength
it's
saving
stuck.
throw.
Alright, that I'm playing them truthfully because they're dummy zombies.
Yeah, they're dumb zombos.
At this point, you see Kadrith get very angry.
What the matter with Cadwit?
As you see suddenly him fly up into the air, bypassing your tendrils,
Yeah, fair.
coming straight for Capella, and that's where we're gonna leave off for this evening. I love that she is.
I have a very spicy way to stop, sir.
She is. I love that Reagan is muted, so all we saw was. No sound.
That's about right. That's about right. But everybody else heard "fuck you." Okay.
You are right there in front of him. He's going after you.
Yeah, great, excellent, excellent.
So with that, we're going to call it a night. Good job, guys.
Fair.
This one was fun. There was a lot. I know that we did a lot of just shopping, but that's okay.
Hey, this is. I think that's only the second time in this entire campaign we've spent that much time shopping. So
Yeah, we don't do a lot of shopping episodes. Very.
no.
Usually our shopping episodes are like, I want this. What's it cost? Cool. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah, exactly. Or our equivalent of shopping is, hey, how much is that greater health potion again? Cool, give me 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Hey, I
good
did
job,
that. That was
guys.
me. I did that.
Have a